Lin Tian met Robin under the leadership of the Warring States period. Robin was a little down, but fortunately he didn't suffer any harm. Robin! Lin Tian shouted. Robin looked up and saw his captain, Lin Tian, pale in shock. Captain Lin Tian. Why are you here? Yes, I'm here to save you. Lin Tian said with a smile. The Warring States period looked at the two, and his heart was particularly bitter. He thought that by catching Robin, he could gain the upper hand in the confrontation with Lin Tian, but now his good wishes are also in vain. Lin Tian directly unfastened the Halushi handcuffs in Robin's hands. However, it is strange that Lin Tian unfastened Robin's handcuffs, but instead held them in his own hands. Captain, you are. Robin also looked at Lin Tian suspiciously, not knowing where to ask. Lin Tian thought in his heart. After finally receiving a new task, it turned out that I was deliberately arrested. When I reached the city, I entered the infinite hell. It was still a single task, which is really strange. Now Robin is also saved. Let the fellow from the Warring States period catch me to Pushing City. Robin, it's okay. I leave here on the Death God. I naturally have my own purpose. Lin Tian also looked at Robin and explained. Robin thought for a while and said, okay, in that case, then I trust you, Captain. Remember. Stay with my friends. Improve my strength. My own business is done, and we have to set off. There is still a lot of history to collect yet. Lin Tian shouted at Robin, who had slowly left. Robin responded. Got it. Then he walked out of Malin Vando and left on the Death God. And no navy had the guts to stop Robin. Seeing Robin had left far away, Lin Tian looked at the Warring States and said, next, it's time to catch me. You. What is your purpose? Warring States couldn't figure it out at all, so he asked Lin Tian directly. Haha. I'll catch it with my hands, can't you? Lin Tian looked at Warring States with a smile on his face. I really don't know what medicine you sell in the gourd. Since you insist that I catch you, then I will catch you. The Warring States also directly arranged for the Navy to tie Lin Tian to Malin Fando's execution platform. The Warring States period deliberately reported this matter to the 5 old stars of the highest authority in the world government. The 5 of them felt that the opportunity was rare, and they must cherish this opportunity and kill Lin Tian directly. Therefore, the Warring States period immediately executed Lin Tian, and this execution was different from One Piece in that it was a secret execution. But on the day of the execution, the Warring States period had no other way. Because he discovered that Lin Tian is not invaded by fire and water at all. All attacks will pass directly through Lin Tian's body, no matter it is a bullet or a big knife, there is no way to cause Lin Tian any harm. The Warring States even tried the abilities of the 3 generals and directly penetrated Lin Tian. Even though he couldn't kill Lin Tian after using thousands of methods, the Warring States period was shocked and didn't know what to do. This guy. It's really hard to kill. Warring States looked at Lin Tian and still smiled at him, but in the end he didn't know what to do. The Chief of Staff Crane finally opened his mouth. Even if he was a strong man like Golden Lion, he was finally caught in Pushing City. Although he escaped from prison, he also left the price of 2 legs. I could not as well shut this guy down. Come to Advance City. Lin Tian said with joy in his heart. Chief of Staff Crane is really a wise man. I was locked in. Although I can't die, I can no longer fight with the Navy and world politics. The mansion is an enemy. What a trick. What a trick. The Warring States period scratched his head with his hands. Why is this guy so happy? Could it be a conspiracy? Sengoku said with suspicion. It's locked in. Let's talk about it. He has been there. Malin Vander is no way. He suggested that in the end, the Warring States and the 5 old stars unanimously decided to escort Lin Tian to the 6th floor of the city. Then the Navy passed through the Gate of Justice through the Triangular Current, and finally escorted Lin Tian to the entrance of the city. It's terrible. Seeing you must wear a gas mask. Huang Yuan and his subordinates are personally responsible for escorting Lin Tian. Lin Tian saw several leaders of the submarine propulsion city. One is a man with a huge body, a shape of Satan, and a horn on his head. One is wearing the headdress of the Egyptian pharaoh's wind, and his belly puffs up like an evil spirit. One is a woman with elegant temperament, wearing red-brown glasses, obscuring one right eye with a hat slung over, and with long, golden hair. A swordsman who wears a prison officer's hat and an aviator hat and likes to smoke cigars. Warden Magellan, Deputy Warden Hannibal, Warden Yu Jiliu and Deputy Warden Domino. Lin Tian recognized these people at a glance. Even as a general, Huang Yuan was wearing a gas mask when he saw Magellan. This is Lin Tian. Is this the guy called the Death God? Magellan asked. Yes, Warden Magellan. This guy is terrible, be careful. Don't worry. General Huang Yuan. Our underwater prison is advancing to the city. But a place called a copper wall and an iron wall. Except for the Golden Lion. There will be no second person who successfully escaped. Magellan looked at Huang Yuan and promised. General Huang Yuan, in my advanced city, no one will have his life to escape. I'm sorry I exposed my ambitions. Hannibal looked at Lin Tian and said, haha. Yu Jiliu looked at Lin Tian and knew that he was also a strong man, so he couldn't help laughing. Excuse me. General Huang Yuan. Warden Magellan can't control his poison gas. It is really troublesome to let you meet with a gas mask. Domino also looked at Huang Yuan and explained. It's okay. Don't forget what I said. I have already brought the people. Then my task is completed. I will go first. Huang Yuan said that he and his men returned to the Navy headquarters Mallenvander. Lin Tian was expressionless and didn't say a word. He put it on the 6th floor. Magellan took a look and said, after all, even the general is not his opponent. The Marshal of the Warring States period suggested that he should be kept under guard. Yes, it is. All the jailers also escorted Lin Tian into Pushing City. Next to take a bath, Lin Tian was escorted to the place where he had to enter the iron pot before entering Pushing City. Inside the pot is boiling hot water of 100 degrees. Most people who fall into it are estimated to be scalded. Yes. This is disinfection. Hurry up, the jailer urged fiercely. Don't rush. Lin Tian took off his clothes and jumped into the iron pan. The water in the iron pan was boiling fiercely, but Lin Tian looked like he was enjoying it. Wow. Hot springs. Very comfortable. How can this guy enjoy it? Isn't the water hot enough? Isn't it boiling enough? Upon seeing this, Magellan also shouted angrily, go on, keep the water hot. The water in the iron pan was boiling even more exaggerated, but Lin Tian was there. He almost snored in the iron pan. For him, who has the ability to freeze fruits, a temperature of 100 degrees is useless. Heilushi's handcuffs are useless at all. All abilities are ability cards gifted by the system. This guy. Magellan had no choice but to disinfect, after all. It takes so long. Let's go. Magellan finally had to let Lin Tian enter Push City. There were some little pirates on the 1st floor of the sea. Lin Tian glanced around, showing no interest, and followed Magellan and the jailer Lin Tian to the basement floor. The underground floor, known as the Red Lotus Hell. There are no imposing pirates, but they are all rubbish. Lin Tian also turned on seeing, hearing, and domineering, and he didn't feel the power. Then Lin Tian was taken by the jailer to the 2nd underground floor. Very fierce aura. It should be a variety of monsters. The hell of monsters on the 2nd underground floor, but unfortunately, these monsters are also rubbish. I can kill them all with one move. Lin Tian continues to follow the jailer again. Go to the 3rd floor underground. This is the 3rd floor of the Hunger Hell underground. The heat from below is coming up. It is really hot. I really feel sorry for these prisoners. They have to go to the sauna every day. There is no food. What a pity. But this little heat is of no use to me. Here the strength of the pirates is also very average, less than 50 million Baileys. Lin Tian felt it while analyzing it. Then Lin Tian continued to be led down by the jailer. My office is here. My stomach hurts a bit. I'll go and make it easier. Magellan went to the toilet and shit as soon as he reached the 4th basement level. Lin Tian knew that Magellan was deeply tortured by his poisonous fruit. Blood pond and sea of fire. As expected of the 4th floor underground. Scorching hell. But I still don't feel any outstanding powerhouse. Their breath is very weak. Is it because the temperature is too high? Lin Tian's knowledge and domineering have already detected the entire 4 underground floors. Let's go. The warden is not here. I am the warden. Hey, expose your ambition. Hannibal began to escort Lin Tian to the deeper hell. When they reached the 5th floor, even the jailers changed into thick clothes. The icy wind whizzed in, and Hannibal had to put on his clothes. Lin Tian was naturally unaffected by the cold, but Lin Tian had already discovered many strong men on the sea as soon as he saw his domineering look. These people should offer a reward of over 100 million. The breath is okay. It should be okay to use it to practice tricks for your partners. But if you compare with me, you can't compare them too. In a cold environment, in order to keep the body temperature alive, I am still motionless. Is there a soldier wolf outside? Is this the 5th layer of extremely cold hell? It's interesting, but it's really not enough for me. Lin Tian's domineering experience has also explored the entire 5th floor. Then Lin Tian discovered an interesting thing, that is, there is still a layer of space between the 5th and 6th floors. Haha. This seems to be 5 floors, lots of interesting people. Lin Tian smiled in his heart, but didn't say anything. Lin Tian just walked into the 6th floor. Arrived. Hannibal put Lin Tian into the 6th floor. In a room, he then said, I warn you, don't make trouble. Xi Liu looked at Lin Tian for a long time and said that Lin Tian felt Xi Liu's malice and said disdainfully, then you try, rubbish. Xi Liu also smiled sinisterly, as if she didn't care, but the sword in her hand was already drawn. The chief caretaker. The chief caretaker. Hannibal and Domino shouted to Xi Liu one after another. Xi Liu looked at them and finally put away the sword in their hands, but still looked at Lin Tian and said, I can do it. I have a chance. I will kill you. Xi Liu then left. This guy. It's cruel, he's always torturing prisoners and lynching. Hannibal also shook his head with Domino, and then went to the 4th floor to report to Magellan. Lin Tian was put in an independent prison. At this time, Lin Tian received the long-lost system voice. Congratulations to the host. You have successfully completed the task of level 1. Come to the 6th floor of Advanced City, Infinite Hell. You have won a lottery. May I ask if it is a prize? Pick it. This environment is very independent. I like it. When Lin Tian said to play, he saw a giant golden turntable, which appeared in Lin Tian's mind. Golden turntable. It's beautiful. Let's start the draw. You completed this mission perfectly. So increase the explosion rate of rare items. Start spinning. The turntable began to spin, and Lin Tian's heart was lifted. After a while, the turntable finally stopped slowly. The pointer also points to a row of words. This is. Lin Tian looked at the words behind him and didn't know if he should be happy or sad. Congratulations to the host. You have won a level reward. Large devil fruit tree. Your devil fruit can therefore have 10/10. The fruit abilities you already have are Piao Piao Fruit's Final Awakening Form, a gravitational fruit. Sounding Thunder Fruit, one-time awakening form. Frozen Fruit, awakening form, Golden Fruit. An awakening form, Flashing Fruit, one-time awakening form. Host. You currently have a Rockberry Real Power card that you haven't used. Do you want to use it? Lin Tian naturally chose to use it directly. Use. Lin Tian instantly possessed the ability of Rockberry Fruit. Host. It has been detected that you have defeated many devil fruit abilities in previous battles. Congratulations. Directly reward you 3 direct ultimate awakening devil fruit opportunities. May I ask which 3 devil fruits to awaken? The system asked. Happiness came too suddenly. Lin Tian didn't react for a while, and Lin Tian turned a deaf ear to the surrounding noise. Piao Piao Fruit has finally awakened. Flash Fruit is very practical. Thunder Fruit is also very powerful. Rockberry is really good. Then awaken Flash, Thunder and Magma. As soon as Lin Tian's voice fell, the 3 demon fruit abilities instantly completed 3 awakenings, becoming the ultimate awakening state, and the fruit abilities have also undergone earth-shaking changes. Lin Tian was immersed in the awakening of his fruit ability for a while, unable to extricate himself. Flashing Fruit. After completing the awakening, it has evolved into a flashing fruit. The shining fruit turned into a flashing fruit. The fruit of the thunder has turned into the fruit of the lightning. Rockberry actually turned into a stellar fruit. Lin Tian was in shock, but immediately came a demonstration of the system. Host. Explain it to you. Flash Fruit. Completed the ultimate awakening and turned into a flash fruit, which means that your current speed has reached the speed of light. As long as you are willing, you can completely teleport on this plane at the speed of light. This is just one of the abilities. The most important improvement is that you can now control all the light. As long as there is light, you can manipulate it. The system began to explain, and Lin Tian became even more excited. This instant light fruit, it's really powerful. Lin Tian also sighed. And the system continued, of course. You may need to practice the specific abilities yourself. Next, let's talk about the ultimate evolution form of the Thunder Fruit, the Flash Thunder Fruit. Thunder and lightning are divided into many types, but now the ultimate evolution of Lightning Fruit has reached the highest level of lightning. Electricity is nearly 1,000 times that of yours before. Your Lightning Fruit has the destructive power of super lightning. Therefore, it is more appropriate to call it Lightning Fruit. It's so strong. Lin Tian also sighed involuntarily. Host. You still need to explore on your own, and you need to evolve and create your own specific moves. Then I will talk about the ultimate evolutionary form of Rockberry Fruit, Stellar Fruit. The temperature of magma is already very high. But the temperature of glowing stars is much higher than that of magma. So the regular temperature of stellar fruit is more than 10,000 times that of magma. You must use the power of star fruit as little as possible. Lin Tian was happy, and hurriedly asked, why? The system replied mischievously, because the temperature is too high. I'm afraid this planet can't hold it. You must learn to control. Lin Tian also scolded the system with a smile. System, you will also make cold jokes. Host, here comes a new mission. This is a side mission. The content of the mission is, defeat all the strong on the 6th floor, mission reward, lottery reward 1. That's it. Lin Tian understood the reason why the system brought him to this level. It turned out that it was for me to fight monsters and level up, no problem. Lin Tian said with a smile. After bidding farewell to the system, Lin Tian only noticed the surrounding situation. Lin Tian sat on the ground and turned on the domineering look and feel. I found that there are a lot of powerful auras around. Well, these people really have good strength. Some are even stronger than generals. It really deserves to be the infinite hell that the underwater prison advances to the 6th floor of the city. Boy. New here. A voice came. Finally there is a new guy. Another voice came. This kid is so young, he has been caught to infinite hell. There is a lot of discussion around. After all, there are countless legendary pirates here, seeing and hearing. Lin Tian directly used the domineering look and hearing to feel these people talking. It turned out to be you. The strong man of the old age said high above. What kind of costume are you guys pretending to be? Really? Now the Navy and the world are getting more and more rubbish, and such rubbish characters are going to the 6th floor. Infinite hell. Yeah. What big crime this kid can commit depends on the thin body and how strong his strength can be. He is really pitiful. Yeah. This kid looks fresh. Lighter. He shouldn't be famous at all. Everyone is talking to Lin Tian after all. Someone finally asked Lin Tian. Why did you come in, kid? Lin Tian finally opened his mouth and said, I came in voluntarily. How can it be? Come in voluntarily. Why don't you say that you were invited in by someone else? Yeah. This kid is full of shots. It's so boring. Lin Tian also didn't bother to care about it, and he directly opened the handcuffs of Heilushi with a little force outwards with his hands. Let me try the methods of these guys. Lin Tian put his hands on the prison door, and when he opened it easily, the door deformed, and Lin Tian walked out calmly. My god. This guy walked out easily. What's going on? Isn't he a person with fruit ability? How can there be such a thing? Everyone was shocked and their jaws were about to fall out. Since you are out, why not take us out together? Yes. If you want to escape from prison, bring us and you will succeed. We are all great pirates. Even the Navy and the world government cannot do anything to us. How? This suggestion. Those so-called big pirates also said one after another. Lin Tian showed a terrifying smile and said, your suggestion is very good, but I don't want to escape from prison for the time being. I just want to defeat you. Lin Tian directly melted a prison door. The pirate in the prison was also a little scared. What is your ability? Seeing that Lin Tian easily melted the prison door, the prisoner also asked, is it the current General Akadog? The rock berry has real abilities. What? The legendary pirates around were also surprised. Huh. Try it. Lin Tian walked over and directly opened the Hailu stone handcuffs in the hands of the pirate. You. Are you sure you don't escape with us? Do you want to do it with me? The pirate repeatedly confirmed, but it was Lin Tian's attack that responded to him. Just try my fruit ability with you. Instant kick. Lin Tian directly used the ability of his instant light fruit to move to the side of the pirate at faster than the speed of light, and then kick the pirate away with a single kick at the speed of light. The pirate flew directly into the fastened stone wall of the advancing city, and there was no more sound. What? He actually killed Merrick, who was a bounty of billions of dollars, with one move. Everyone in Zhou Wei was terrified, seeing Lin Tian no longer have the heart to contempt. Who is next? Lin Tian melted another iron gate. Quick kick. Instant kill. Lei Guangzhan. 10 billion volts. Without exception, as long as the pirates caught by Lin Tian were killed by Lin Tian, they did not even have the opportunity to fight back. Congratulations to the host for the harvest. Awakening points. 3 points. Congratulations to the host for the harvest. Awakening points. 2 points. Congratulations to the host. 3 awakening points. You currently have 16 awakening points. Congratulations to the host for getting lucky. 18 o'clock. Congratulations to the host for accumulating 320 points. Your luck has exceeded 300 points. Enter the intermediate level. Get a chance to draw a prize. Really lucky. As expected, advancing the city didn't come in vain. Lin Tian was also very excited to hear the various rewards of the system. Let's draw the lottery after a while. The trash is dead. Now it's up to you. Crescent Hunter, Catalina Depping, Bascochet of the Barrel. Huge Battleship, San Juan Evil Wolf. The Evil King Abaro Pizarro. Lin Tian also directly opened the 4-person cell. Oh. Do you want to kill me? Catalina Depping also looked at Lin Tian and smiled, and then looked at Lin Tian without fear. Humph. That means killing you. We can go out, right? I have to kill you quickly, so I can go drinking. Known as the Big Wine Barrel, Bosco Chot still doesn't change his character of drinking and drinking. Huh. I want to kill me and watch me crush you easily, you little thing. The San Juan Evil Wolf is an alien among the giants. His body is larger than the average giants, and his terrifying figure is extremely powerful. The evil king Abalo Pizarro directly retrieved his 3-barreled pistol and cannon first, and then looked at Lin Tiandao. You kid. I can't see that there is some strength. It's the 4 of you 44 inches. Lin Tian naturally knew that these 4 would join the Blackbeard pirates with Shi Liu in the future. Sorry. You met me today. There is only one dead end. It is also effortless for Lin Tian to directly resist the breath of 4x4 alone. Try my domineering look. Lin Tian also smiled slightly, and directly broke out his domineering, and the domineering immediately crushed the 4 in front of him. This guy. What a strong overlord look. Impossible. How could there be such a strong overlord color? I can't move anymore. You guy. Although the 4 powerhouses were peerless powerhouses who dominated the sea many years ago, Lin Tian is a strange force that quickly emerged in a very short period of time. Only the color of the overlord suppressed the 4 powerhouses. Putting away the overlord color, Lin Tian looked at the 4 powerhouses and said, sorry, I used the overlord color involuntarily. Next, I will only fight against you with my ability. If I can win, you can do whatever you want. Lin Tian said that playing directly stimulated the ability of his own starfruit, and the temperature of the whole person rose sharply. Quickly get out of the way. The evil king Abalo Pizarro was the farthest away, and he reacted when he watched Lin Tian's whole body turn crimson. However, the nearest Bosco Chot was about to leave. Lin Tian already smiled and walked in front of him and said, sorry, you have been eliminated. What? The painful howl disappeared as soon as it came out. Bascochit was melted into water by Lin Tian's stellar fruit in an instant. The other 2 found that it was not good, and they had already withdrawn to a far place. This guy. Something just happened. Only the evil king Abalo Pizarro looked at the smiling Lin Tian in horror, not knowing what to do. Lin Tian was also burning flames all over, as if he had eaten and burned the fruit, but the flame seemed deeper and it seemed to have a different color. You guy. What kind of fruit ability is it? The evil king Abalo Pizarro asked in a panic. Lin Tian shook his head and said, this kind of problem doesn't matter at all, because you are about to die. With a teleport, Lin Tian appeared next to the evil king Abalo Pizarro. The evil king Abalo Pizarro's face changed drastically, but his experience still allowed him to take the heavy weapon in his hand and directly attack Lin Tian. There was a counterattack. Da 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 da. The bullet directly penetrated Lin Tian and fell on the wall of infinite hell. Responsiveness is good. Lin Tian praised, and then directly hit the body of the evil king Abalo Pizarro. Abalo Pizarro's abdomen was penetrated in an instant, and Lin Tian was also able to directly spur the fruits of stars. Rub. A strange sound faded, and Abalo Pizarro's body disappeared without a trace. The heat of the stellar fruit instantly burned the body of the evil king to ashes. Terrible strength. The strength of this guy. It is so terrible. Is this still a human? Who did those guys catch in this infinite hell? Catalina Depping, known as the Crescent Hunter, was also terrified at this time, looking at the phone worm watching in the corner and shouting, Magellan, are you there? Help. Help. Catalina Depping saw Lin Tian walking towards her step by step, and she waved at the surveillance phone worm. The San Juan Evil Wolf, known as a huge battleship, couldn't escape, and it also directly attacked Lin Tian with a punch. And it also covered the armed domineering. Lin Tian smiled slightly and raised his fist. The armed domineering also covered his fist, and he immediately faced the San Juan Evil Wolf. Ah. It hurts. The San Juan Evil Wolf immediately felt a pain in his fist. Looking down, it turned out that my fist was directly blown out. What a terrifying power this is. Catalina Depping screamed in horror when she saw this. Help. Magellan. Hannibal. The jailers advancing the city. Come and help. You are not coming. This kid will kill us all. Looking at the San Juan Evil Wolf's fist being penetrated, Lin Tian didn't show any mercy from his subordinates. He jumped directly and stood on the shoulder of the San Juan Evil Wolf. Blink light kills the formation. Lin Tian's ability to control countless sharp cutting rays directly cut off the head of the San Juan Evil Wolf with the ability of a flashing fruit. The blood was flowing like a fountain, as powerful as the San Juan Evil Wolf, and it barely lasted 3 minutes in Lin Tian's hands. Propulsion City finally noticed Catalina Depping's call for help. Help. Oh my god. Why did this man come out? Someone escaped from prison. Quickly notify the warden Magellan and the warden Liu. The jailer hurriedly dialed the phone worm. What? Tell Liu to take a look. Really? It's going to happen at this time. Magellan just thought about getting up, but in the end he went back to have diarrhea. The jailer hurriedly contacted the guard Chong Yu Jiliu, and Yu Jiliu also picked up his sword and hurried to the infinite hell. 10 billion Thors. Lin Tian directly released 10 billion volts of electricity, instantly turning Catalina Depping into ashes. Congratulations to the host. You have gained 16 Demon Fruit Awakening points. You currently have 32 Awakening points. Congratulations to the host for getting 53 points of luck. You now have 373 points of luck. Haha. Unexpectedly, those 444 annoying guys are dead. Is it my turn next? Come on. Have a good fight. Lin Tian just killed the future Blackbeard's group of 4, and then there was a prisoner. Take the initiative to ask Ying to fight Lin Tian. Great. Lin Tian naturally hopes to encounter this kind of enemy who is willing to fight with all his strength, so that he can also use it to hone his new skills. You are. Lin Tian also saw the face of the strong man in one of the few rooms. So familiar. You made me think about, you are a world destroyer, Bandai Valdo. Lin Tian was also extremely excited. I didn't expect you to know me too. Bandai Valdo sighed and said, I was betrayed by my partner. I have always had a dream, which is revenge. Boom to Mal and Vando. Okay. Lin Tian looked at Waldo and said, go on, it's okay. Anyway, you are going to die. Give you some time. Waldo also smiled and said, boy, I know you are strong, so can I ask you to do me a favor? What are you busy? Lin Tian asked. Fight with you. If I am dead, after I go out, I must help me destroy Mal and Vando. Waldo looked at Lin Tian and said. Lin Tian thought for a while, then said, no problem. Anyway, even if I don't destroy Mal and Vando, White Beard will destroy it sooner or later, just agree to him. After Lin Tian agreed, Waldo nodded as expected. In that case, to repay you, I will do my best to fight you. Waldo directly activated his Devil Fruit ability. Momo 100x gun. Just after finishing talking, Waldo fired several 100x speed bullets at Lin Tian. Too slow. Lin Tian caught all the bullets with one hand. It didn't blur, but directly caught the bullet with its own speed. How is this possible? My bullet is 100 times faster. Waldo was also shocked. He didn't believe that humans would have such a fast speed. Even if your speed is increasing 100 times faster, I will still catch them. Lin Tian said confidently. Why? Waldo also asked unacceptably. The bullet shooting speed is 30 meters per second. Just now, your shooting speed is only 30 kilometers per second. Even if you increase it by 100,000 times, it will only be 30,000 kilometers per second. And I. Instant light fruit a capable person. Before awakening, the speed per second exceeded the speed of light. Do you know the speed of light? Lin Tian asked with a smile. More than 300,000 kilometers in 1 second. Lin Tian uttered a word, which shocked Walbo directly. I do not believe. Valbo shouted directly. Don't be 100 times faster. In an instant, Valbo's body speed increased by 100 times, and he rushed towards Lin Tian, while Lin Tian watched Valbo crawling slowly like a tortoise, and he almost laughed, 1 times cut. Wabo directly increased his knife by 100 times, and the speed was 100 times faster and attacked Lin Tian. Hey, don't believe me, I can't help it. Lin Tian directly flew to Valbo's knife at faster than light speed and directly used the ability of the lightning fruit, and the lightning was transmitted to Valbo through the metal in an instant. Valbo instantly became numb all over. World Devourer, Valbo was instantly turned into ashes by Lin Tian with thunder and lightning. Congratulations to the host. Get a Momo Fruit ability card. Congratulations to the host. Get 3 points of Demon Fruit Awakening. Congratulations to the host for getting 24 luck points. You now have 35 awakening points. You also have 397 luck points. Chi Fortune has reached an intermediate state. By the way, why do you now have Devil Fruit Awakening points if you defeat an enemy without fruit ability now? Lin Tian asked. Host. Hello. The system has undergone a small upgrade. As long as it is a strong person with a certain strength, or a person with fruit ability, after defeating, you can get Devil Fruit Awakening points. That's it. That's really lucky. Is there any new function that the system can be upgraded? Lin Tian then asked. Host. If your luck reaches 500, you can enter the advanced level of air luck. You will get a chance to draw a lottery. You have now entered the middle level of air luck. The first level of rewards, Do you want to use it and you have it? A Momo fruit ability card. Do you want to use it and your awakening points can already awaken the fruit ability? Do you think about which one to awaken? Then awaken frozen fruit. Only once awaken Dong Dong fruit. Now spend 30 awakening points. Give me the ultimate awakening. Okay. Your awakening points have 5 points left. We are awakening for you. Awakening succeeded. As soon as the voice of the system fell, Lin Tian sent a tutorial for the system. Hello host. Since the frozen fruit has finally awakened, so I will briefly introduce you the ability of the frozen fruit of the ultimate awakening, the final form of the frozen fruit, extremely frozen fruit. The system continued to introduce. First of all, the ability of the fruit to control the temperature is stronger. In other words, it can freeze the target at a faster speed. And the fruit is extremely frozen, and the full force can even reach the level of infinitely close to absolute zero. More skills. The host is also needed. Try it yourself. Really, it is really terrifying that all the fruits have reached their final form. Lin Tian was also a little too excited. Next, I will use the power of this extremely frozen fruit to try with these two. Just as Lin Tian wanted to step forward, he felt a powerful figure attacking him. Okay. Lin Tian directly urged the fruit ability to transform into an ice sword, blocking an attack. Lin Tian fixed his eyes and said, I didn't expect it to be you, Rain of Hope. As you wish. We met so soon. It turned out that Shi Liu Yu received the jailer's notice and hurried over. He didn't expect to see Lin Tian already outside the prison, so Shi Liu Yu also directly attacked Lin Tian. You guy. You escaped from prison. Yu Jiliu also looked around and found that there were corpses everywhere. You guy killed so many pirates. Well, why not? Lin Tian also looked at Shi Liu without showing any weakness. Since you killed those guys, then next, let me kill you. Without the obstruction of the jailer, Shi Lu directly used her sword aura to attack Lin Tian. Before Lin Tian entered the promotion city, Muramasa and Chiban Sakura were naturally detained. Therefore, Lin Tian held the ice sword and directly broke Shi Liu's sword aura and said, I hope you can let me have fun. Huh. Don't be ashamed. Yu Jiliu held the famous knife thunderstorm in her hand, and had a cigar in her mouth. Lin Tian also smiled disdainfully with an ice sword in his hand. It's just the hope of rain. I will show you the gap in strength with me. In an instant, the sword in Lin Tian's hand had already collided with the thunderstorm in Yu Jiliu's hand. Without breaking as expected, the ice in Lin Tian's hands is made of extremely frozen fruit, the strongest ice. Humph. Rain of Shi Liu didn't care at all, and he took a step back and immediately attacked forward. Lin Tian also waved the ice sword again to resist the rain of Shi Liu. Yu Jiliu. The momentum is good, but the strength is a little weak. Lin Tian gave a sarcasm, and then backed away, then sprinted violently, and slashed towards the Shi Liu of rain. Yu Jiliu hurriedly waved his own thunderstorm to resist. However, this time Lin Tian was not in the mood to test the strength of Yu Jiliu again. With a little effort, Yu Jiliu flew up instantly. What? This guy is so powerful. Yu Jiliu flew backwards like a cannonball. But after a while, Yu Jiliu's face became furious, watching Li Lintian also rushed out. Let you taste the power of my sword skills, a flash. Lin Tian directly used his new sword skill. This move is a new move through the fusion of flash fruit and sword skills. Moving faster than the speed of light, Lin Tian's sword has reached an incredible level. Lin Tian's flash has been used, and it has been cut into the rain in an instant. You kid. How can the speed be so fast? Yu Jiliu's complexion also changed drastically, cold sweat broke out. Lin Tian's blow directly penetrated Yu Jiliu's abdomen. Yu Jiliu is obviously unable to hold it now. Excuse me. Yu Jiliu, Chief Warden. Then you can go with peace of mind. Lin Tian also teleported behind Yu Jiliu as soon as he finished speaking. Die. Lin Tian directly pierced the ice sword deeply into the body of the rain of Shi Liu. The speed was extremely fast, even the rain of Shi Liu had no time to react at all. The ice sword instantly turned into a freezing cold current in Yu Jiliu's body, and instantly frozen Yu Jiliu into an ice sculpture. Yu Jishi lost. Congratulations to the host. You have 23 luck points. You currently have 410 luck points. Congratulations to the host. Defeat the strong. Get awakening points. 3 points. You have 8 points for the awakening points. Hello host. You still have a prize draw. Whether to draw. Lin Tian saw that there were no enemies for a while, so he thought about drawing the lottery for this level. I haven't tried the lucky draw yet. I didn't even know there was a lucky draw at first. Lin Tian also said afterwards, you have to smoke after you finish early. Why don't you smoke now? As soon as Lin Tian's voice fell, the system replied, "Host, grade platinum roulette lottery. It's ready for you." Lin Tian saw a huge platinum roulette in an instant, looking at the majestic grade. "May I start the lottery? Start the lottery." Lin Tianju was so excited that he started this round of lottery. "Stop." Lin Tiankai yelled after turning the turntable for a while. The turntable began to slowly stop turning, but after a while, Lin Tian saw that the pointer of the turntable pointed to the row of boys behind. And Lin Tian was extremely excited when he saw this place. "This is a good thing. It's finally here. Congratulations to the host. You get the reward level of Samsara Eye." Lin Tian felt that his eyes seemed to have changed in an instant. With the blessing of the system's mental abilities, Lin Tian's eternal kaleidoscope writing round eyes had also reached the final evolutionary form reincarnation writing round eyes. This is really powerful. Only then did Lin Tian understand the power of the reincarnation eye. Next, there is no need to use the pirated Shenluo Tianzheng and Vientian Tianian. Lin Tian also felt that he had already learned the power of the 6 realms. System. I have always had a problem, that is, I don't have chakras. How should I use these things? Host. Haven't you used it many times before? In this world, as long as you have enough stamina, you can use unlimited chakras. That said, do you understand? Your chakras have the same ability as the devil fruit, not at all fettered by this world. The systematic explanation made Lin Tian very excited. In other words, I have unlimited chakras. That's great. That being the case, I should continue to complete the task. Lin Tian saw that Shouchongyu Jiliu had died in his own hands. It also continued to look at the 2 prisoners with terrifying strength behind. "Excuse me. Since Shiliu of Rain is dead, then it's your turn next." Lin Tian was also directly preparing to open the prison door of the penultimate house. "You are." As soon as Lin Tian saw the appearance of the people inside the prison door, he felt a gust of wind coming from behind. "Oh. I was interrupted again." Lin Tian also turned his head. "You guy. Throw Shiliu. What's wrong?" The person who came was the warden who was advancing the city, Magellan, who possessed the poisonous fruit. At this time, Magellan was extremely angry, and he just said nothing, just like Lin Tian launched an attack. Melon, who is nearly 5 meters tall, directly urged his poisonous fruit ability. Poison Cloud. Magellan released the poisonous gas in his body, even Lin Tian had to face it. "This guy's poison. It's quite troublesome." Shenluo Tianzheng. Lin Tian directly used the power of reincarnation eyes. Lin Tian's eyes instantly turned into ripples that spread outward. A powerful repulsive force sprayed out all around. Magellan's poison gas disappeared instantly. "Well, you guy can dispel my poisonous gas. Then look at this trick. Can you dispel the poisonous dragon?" Magellan activated the fruit ability and teleported 3 huge poisonous dragons to produce. The poisonous dragon directly attacked Lin Tian, knowing that Shenluo Tianzheng would not be able to shake off this trick. Lin Tian also shouted in an instant, "Shu Zuo can be." A gray phantom instantly covered Lin Tian, and the poisonous dragon touched the armor of Suzuo Nengu and heard the sound of gradual corrosion. However, the speed is extremely slow, and it will be impossible to cause any harm to Lin Tian for a while. "What kind of trick is this? It can stop my poison." Magellan was also shocked. "Even if the 4 sovereigns, if you hit me, you will be poisoned instantly. But what's the matter with him? What's the matter with the armor of the phantom outside? Can resist my poison? This kid is not easy." Magellan thought of the heavy entrustment of the Warring States period, and also broke out with all his strength. "Lin Tian. You must stay here today anyway. Then it depends on whether you Magellan has this ability." Lin Tian flew directly to Magellan's side. Then Lin Tian punched out, and Suzuo Nengu's fist fell on Magellan's body. In an instant, Magellan was blown away by a punch. After a while, Magellan howled loudly, "Lin Tian. I will kill you. Poisonous fruit, poisonous giants, hell trial." Magellan directly exploded his most powerful move. Suddenly, the poison of a skeleton-shaped giant was released from Magellan's body. The bright red poison was terrible. "This guy's poison. It's really troublesome." Lin Tian watched Magellan's big move, and he was naturally unambiguous. "Just use your Magellan to try my reincarnation eye ability." Lin Tian also avoided Magellan's attack in an instant. Vientian Tianian. Lin Tian directly aimed at Magellan with his hand and then gently grabbed it. Magellan lost control of himself and flew towards Lin Tian. Magellan struggled desperately, controlling the poisonous dragon on his body to attack Lin Tian, but the poison had no effect on Lin Tian for the time being. Lin Tian directly caught Magellan. Magellan cursed, "Lin Tian, you bastard. What did you do? Shen Luo Tianzheng. The answer to Magellan was a ruthless repulsion. Lin Tian's Shenluo Tianzheng not only integrated the ability of gravitational fruit, but also his own reincarnation ability, so Magellan flew in an instant. Lin Tian didn't stop there, and directly used the other abilities of the reincarnation eye. Look at how I kill you, Magellan. The sky is bursting. Lin Tian directly used Earthboom Skystar. A black sphere appeared beside Magellan. Magellan instantly felt that the surrounding black ball began to exude a powerful attraction. Drink. Lin Tian roared. Using his power, the Earth-burst Skystar instantly accelerated the gathering speed. What is this? Magellan asked in horror, but was completely covered by surrounding rocks in an instant. Carry on. Lin Tian continued to control, and countless rocks and objects were attracted by the black ball and gathered on Magellan. Advancing, the city began to collapse layer by layer. Who would have thought that the propulsion city, which is known as rock solid, with copper walls and iron walls, was destroyed by Lin Tian's earth-blasting star? But Lin Tian's earth-blasting star was truly extraordinary. Even if it was as powerful as Magellan, it was blocked without resistance among the stars. The infinite hell began to collapse, and Lin Tian also ran out with a teleport. What is that? Hannibal asked in horror. I don't know. Could that be Lin Tian's moves? Domino also said confidently. Oh my god, this isn't human power at all. Little Sati also sighed when he looked at the earth-booming star. Countless jailers also opened one after another. Lin Tiangong instantaneously arrived outside the city of propulsion, and has received the system's prompt. Congratulations to the host for killing Magellan. You have obtained the ability card of the poisonous fruit. Congratulations to the host for killing Magellan. Obtained Devil Fruit Awakening points. 3 points. Currently has 11 Demon Fruit Awakening points. Congratulations on obtaining 20 luck points. Now I have 430 points of luck. Host. One of the masters of Infinite Hell has escaped. Another is waiting for you in the distance. Please go and defeat it quickly. Otherwise, the level service announcement. Failed. Lin Tian heard the system's urgent broadcast mission, and was anxious. This person should be the strongest in Infinite Hell. The person I saw just now has escaped. It seems that fish and bear's paws can't have both, so kill the strongest in front of you. Lin Tian thought for a while, and a momentary appeared in front of that person. And the person in front of you has a tall and thin body, with white hair woven into 2 braids, hanging on the shoulders, wearing a plum-red shirt and blood-red trousers, wearing black leather shoes with gold rims on his feet, and draped wide. His blood-red cloak had a checkered pattern inside, with a blue rose around his neck, and a slender bat-handled umbrella in his hand. The eyebrows are red, and a gold chain hangs on his mouth. At this time, he is also looking at Lin Tian with an evil smile. When you see the person in front of you, your identity is ready to be revealed. Ballery Clyderfield. The strongest man of Infinite Hell. He is known as the Lonely Red, the man of the Red Earl. Lin Tian was also shocked. I didn't expect you to know me. Your strength is really terrifying, killing so many powerful people. Only that guy and I survived. But that guy originally wanted to join forces with me to deal with you, but he refused, so he ran away, and I chose to stay here to deal with you. Red Earl said. Lin Tian looked at the person in front of him and sighed and said, You can be Roger, Bybeard and others on an equal footing. You are a superpower in the old age. Those so-called legendary pirates may not be your opponent. I didn't expect it to be you. Lin Tian also said, It really excites me. Haha. You want to beat me so much. Earl Hong has the powerful insight and domineering ability to see through people's hearts, so he also expressed Lin Tian's heartfelt voice. When Lin Tian saw this, he also said, You deserve to be the top powerhouse of the old age. Since you can know what I am thinking in my heart, you should also know how strong I am. Jiyu Gao Jihong also smiled and said, I didn't expect that you kid really understands my abilities. You actually want me to regain my youth and fight with you with all my strength. What an interesting person. Haha. Lofty and red. The sea is no longer the sea you used to be. Now I have the final say in the sea. You are old and weak now, and you are not worthy of letting me take it. Lin Tian said proudly. Jiyu Gao Jihong didn't have any anger, because he had seen the absolute confidence in Lin Tian's heart. This guy. He is so determined to fight me with all his strength, in that case. Lonely Red flew directly to Pushing City, randomly found a few jailers and prisoners to suck some blood, and instantly became the peak state of his youth. Knowing that Lonely Red has the ability to absorb blood to gain the life of others, Lin Tian also wants to let it go, otherwise the opponent is too weak, Lin Tian will be too lazy. Looks now. Not bad. Are you ready to be red? Lin Tian also looked at the Lonely Red with a warfare intent. No problem. Lonely Red also rekindled his self-confidence. In other words, he is also a peerless power on the same level as Roger's white beard. I wanted to fight against the Marshal Kong, but in the end Lonely Red won. Therefore Lonely Red also rushed towards Lin Tian at an extremely fast speed. Good job. Lin Tian also ignited a raging war and ushered in the Lonely Red. Lonely Red's fruit ability is a bat fruit fantasy beast species, in the form of a vampire, so the body is as flexible as a ghost, and its speed alone, except for the yellow ape, which promotes the fruit ability, no one can compare. Lin Tian is also facing it squarely. Seeing the Lonely Red that attacked extremely quickly, Lin Tian also shot back at a faster speed. Armed color domineering covering his hands, he teleported to the Lonely Red side, raised his hand and hit him. So fast. This is the ability to teleport. Lonely Red also didn't dare to take it lightly, and his nerve reaction speed was extremely sensitive. Not bad. It seems that you in the infinite hell have not forgotten your own skills. Lin Tian then directly summoned his sword, Muramasa. Then a black light flashed through the city, and Lin Tian took his village Zheng in an instant. Lin Tian closed his eyes and opened Qinbeniying back to Lin Tian's waist. You kid. Are you also a swordsman? The Lonely Red evil charm asked. Yes. I am a supreme swordsman. Speaking of, Lin Tian directly pulled out his demon sword Kunzheng. Kunzheng's evil spirit gushed out in an instant, and the Lonely Red reaction was extremely fast, and the sword energy was instantly cut out. Good job. Lin Tian directly resisted with the village Zheng, and then a sword aura slashed out, attacking the Lonely Red. What a powerful evil spirit. Lonely Red is also a little bit astonished, avoiding Lin Tian's attack with her body skills, and asks, your sword, could it be Demon Blade Village Masaru? Lin Tian looked at his knife, looked at Ji Gao Jihong, and said, I didn't expect you to know this knife. The demon sword Murata. The demon sword is the strongest. There is a saying that it is not the sword of the world. The strongest is inextricable. Unexpectedly, you can use this super powerful demon sword. It's amazing. Lonely Red also looked at Lin Tian and praised. What else do you know about this knife? Lin Tian asked again. This knife has something to do with me. If you beat me, I'll tell you. Lonely Red is obviously still not enjoying the battle, and of course Lin Tian is the same. The two waved their swords and fought together again. The speed of Lonely Red is extremely fast, and the body is very strange. If it was someone else, the blood would have been sucked up by Lonely Red. Lin Tian's heart had to admit that the strength of Lonely Red was strong, and his strength was firmly ranked in the upper level of the four emperors. The rich combat experience and weird abilities also made Lin Tian feel the different fighting for the first time. Not bad. Lin Tian said, as expected, he is the only one who defeated Gangakong, but you were unlucky when you meet me. Lin Tian also started to see and hear, and for a while, he stood in a stalemate with Ji Gao Jihong. You kid. How about seeing color? Our knowledge of color is not a branch, mine is listening to the heart, reading memory, you are foreseeing the future. Lonely Red also saw through Lin Tian's heart in an instant. Lonely Red, since you can see through my heart, you should know how confident I am, right? When Lin Tian's voice just fell, he directly turned on the domineering look. Overlord looked domineering. Crush him. Lin Tian was full of domineering in an instant, and the strength of this domineering force caused the loneliness of the Red to be affected to a certain extent. This is an overlord. You guy has the qualifications of an emperor, but this is too exaggerated. Such an overlord look and domineering. I have only seen it in Roger. Lonely Red is also shocked. Lonely Red it's already a little unable to move. Lin Tian also pulled out Demon Sword Village Masaru, and said, Void, one blow demon slash. An imaginary mask in the Death God appeared on Lin Tian's face in an instant, and a demon's power swept all around. A terrifying evil spirit exploded from Lin Tian. Unlike the overlord domineering, the imaginary Lin Tian's situation made people feel desperate. What kind of power is this? Lonely Red also cheered up again, using his umbrella to actively attack Lin Tian. Bring it on. Lin Tian directly swiped towards the Lonely Red, and even the sky seemed to be torn apart. The Lonely Red umbrella broke into two pieces in an instant, and the Lonely Red was splashed with blood all around. Then he fell from the sky. How powerful is this? Lonely Red is also completely shocked. It seems, I want to go all out. Ji Gao Jihong directly chose to transform. Lonely Red instantly stabilized his body in the air, and the entire body also undergone terrifying mutations. The entire body became extremely huge, with broken wings, terrifying fangs, and canine teeth growing behind it. The horror. This is the Vampire King. Lin Tian frowned slightly. Although I haven't seen this trick, I can see it. This Lonely Red has tried his best. Ho ho ho. Lonely Red is incarnate as the Vampire King. It can be seen that all abilities have been qualitatively improved. Are you at the same level with me? When Lin Tian opened up and saw the color domineering, he also felt the power of the Lonely Red breath. Finally I met an opponent who could give me a full fight. Lin Tian couldn't hide his excitement. The strength of the Lonely Red in front of him at this time should exceed the level of the 4 emperors. According to Lin Tian's classification method, the level of the strong should be divided into the Lieutenant General level, the 7 Marshal C level, the Emperor Deputy level, the General level, the 4 Emperor level, and the above should belong to the King level. The Lonely Red of the Vampire King in front of him is already the most powerful person Lin Tian has ever seen in this world besides himself. Surely entered the King level. This guy. It's really interesting. Push the city. It really didn't come in vain. Lin Tian also stared at the Lonely Red in the form of the Vampire King with fiery eyes, and provocatively said, "Come on, Red Earl, let me see your full strength." Most definitely. A ray of red light from Jiu Gao Jihong hit Lin Tian. Lin Tian said directly. The stars explode, the surrounding temperature instantly increased, and signs of ultra-high temperature appeared in the surrounding area with Lin Tian as the core. Lonely Red stopped her body instantly, blood contract. Dozens of terrifying tentacles appeared centered on the Lonely Red. Those tentacles caught the jailers and prisoners advancing into the city at an extremely fast speed, and directly absorbed the blood and essence. Then the Lonely Red turned directly into a blood-red phantom, rushing towards Lin Tian. Does this guy ignore my super high temperature? Lin Tian frowned too. Only then discovered that this guy did not ignore the high temperature, but used this trick to transfer the damage. Those who were caught by the tentacles were instantly ignited by the ultra-high temperature and died. That's it. This guy is using someone else's life to resist my attack. Lin Tian didn't expect that Lonely Red would actually use this trick. Seeing that the Lonely Red Deathclaw had already attacked Lin Tian. Blur. Lin Tian directly used the kaleidoscope's ability to write round eyes, and the Lonely Red attack passed through Lin Tian. Okay. Seeing that the attack was invalid, the Lonely Red turned directly into a bat and flashed to the other side. Looking at this thoughtful Red Earl, Lin Tian was also secretly surprised. It seems that my attack is still effective. I can see that he is very careful, and his ability is extremely strange. I can't hide it. Amaterasu. The black flame suddenly ignited the Lonely Red. Lonely Red cried out in pain. Life transfer. Lonely Red instantly recovered, but a prisoner not far away was instantly burned into nothingness by Lin Tian's Amaterasu fire. Even Gao Jihong looked at Lin Tian cautiously. The flame just now. It was terrifying. The Red of Lonely High also didn't stay at all, and directly used a big move. Gargoyle. Around Lin Tian, Lonely Red summoned several huge gargoyles. Does it even have a summoning technique? Lin Tian was not afraid at all, and used the village to kill a gargoyle with a teleport. When he was allowed to come, Lin Tian kicked a gargoyle to pieces. Humph. Heaven collapsed. Lin Tian directly used this sword technique with Kun Zheng, and Lin Tian's sword aura directly generated countless cyclones and slashed towards a group of gargoyles around him. In an instant, Lin Tian cut the surrounding gargoyles into stones. Lonely Red also smiled and shouted, "Sucking blood." Then something like a blood-colored chain appeared at the center of the Lonely Red, and Lin Tian was about to be tied. Humph. You look down on me too much. Lin Tian also teleported directly. 10 billion Thors. Lin Tian's ability to stimulate the lightning fruit. The whole body began to emit a large number of lightning flashes. As the Vampire King, the Lonely Red was also shocked and said, "You, how much power do you have?" Humph. Take my trick first. Lin Tian rushed to the front of Lonely Red in an instant, and Lonely Red was directly turned into ashes. But just like using Izanagi, the Red of Loneliness reappeared again. And a prisoner not far away was instantly blasted into scum by Lin Tian's thunder and lightning. Haha. Is this the ability to transfer damage? I want to see how fast you transfer, or I kill you fast. 10 billion Thors. Instant kill. Absolute zero space. Stellar explosion. Golden bomb. Mighty scroll. Lin Tian's countless fruit abilities emerge one after another, and each of them is unique, but the same is that all of them are awakened. Lonely Red was killed time and time again, and transferred the cause to others time and time again. However, Lonely Red was already shocked and didn't know what to say. You guy. Use fruit power in the end. Is it possible that all fruit powers are awakened? Lonely Red finally couldn't help but asked Lin Tian. Lin Tian also showed a more evil smile than Lonely Red. You are right. I have 6 different fruit abilities, and I have completed the awakening of them all. 555 fruit abilities have been awakened by me 3 times. The ultimate awakening is completed. This is my ability. Lin Tian said domineeringly. Ji Yu Gaoji's red face changed in shock and said, is this true? Is it really like what you said? Try it and you won't know. Lin Tian directly exploded with all his aura and shouted, Valerie Clydefield, the Lonely Red. Use your strongest attack. Otherwise, you will not be able to resist this trick. I will use your best. Let's kill you at a proud speed. Lonely Red also cheered up and shouted, I will use the last trick. End your lies. Crimson Raid. Lonely Red was covered with a huge red phantom in an instant, looking like a world-destroying demon god. Pulse of Holy Light. Lin Tian is also the ability to spur his flashing fruit. The whole body is also covered with white light. The light shines all darkness without any hiding place. This is the most powerful trick of my blinking fruit. It has the speed of light pulse, and strong cutting ability. Lin Tianju looked at the Lonely Red condescendingly, and said, don't worry, you won't die in an instant. Stop talking nonsense. Bloody shock. Lonely Red obviously tried his best, merged with the huge red phantom, and then attacked Lin Tian with all his strength. Lin Tian is a combination of the white holy light produced by the blinking fruit. Then he rushed towards the Lonely Red, boom. Rub. The two crossed over, and both fell to the ground. Haha. It's been a long time since I was so happy. Lonely Red also said with a smile. Yes. This is the most refreshing battle I have come to this world. Lin Tian also responded with a smile. Both of them started a conversation back to back. In this world, you still have countless secrets hidden in your body. Lonely Red also said, haha, yeah, but you may not have a chance to listen, tell me, Muramasa's secret. Lin Tian asked. Haha, you are right. I'll tell you, Muramasa. This is the first form of the demon sword. After the evolution is completed, the village will become the second form and become the terrifying demon sword Kunyu. Ji Yu Gao Jihong explained. How can it evolve into demon sword village reign? Lin Tian continued to ask. Lonely Red had already knelt on the ground, and Lonely Red's body gradually turned into ashes and began to drift around, apparently beginning to disappear. Haha. It's very simple. Just use Kunjung, touch my blood. Lin Tian directly pierced the body of Ji Yu Gao Jihong with Kunjung, and instantly Lin Tian felt that the body of Ji Yu Gao Jihong and Kunjung himself had changed. This is. Lin Tian has never seen such a scene. I hope that someday in the future, you can successfully liberate the third form of the village righteous. Goodbye. The strongest I have ever seen. As soon as the red voice of the lonely high voice fell, his whole body disappeared. The village in Lin Tian's hands also changed in an instant. A force that surpassed Muramasa burst out of the knife in an instant. What a terrifying power. What a terrifying evil spirit. Lin Tian was also shocked. He didn't expect to kill Lonely Red, which triggered the evolution of Kuramasa. All the abilities of Lonely Red before his death were obviously absorbed by the village. The full strength of the king level also spurred Muramasa to evolve in an instant. In a short while, Kung Fu Village completed its evolution. A black figure appeared in front of Lin Tian. He looked at Lin Tianxia with a smile and said, Lin Tian, first time meeting. Please take care. Who are you? Lin Tian asked. Me, Demon Blade Village Reign. You are the Demon Sword Village Reign. Lin Tian couldn't believe it either. Just now, the village in Lin Tian's hands evolved directly, and then became the person in front of him. Even Lin Tian had to believe it. How can you become a human being? Lin Tian asked. Village Yuxi laughed, and then said, it is because of the lonely red blood that ignited my evil spirit. He is the first key to my evolution. So Demon Sword Village Zheng has also become Demon Sword Village Reign. Then Kun Yu looked at Lin Tiandao. My strength has also increased a lot, but what? Lin Tian asked. But you can't control me. Kira Yuxi said with a smile. As long as you defeat me, I will become your magic weapon. You must be qualified to be my master. Lin Tian frowned slightly and asked, do I still need to prove my strength, Overlord? The terrifying Overlord color spewed out, and no one would be able to resist this terrifying pressure. But I didn't expect that Mura Yu would not be suppressed by the Overlord color at all. I'm just a sword spirit. The Overlord look is useless to me. You must use your swordsmanship to defeat me. I will admit you. Kun Yu also looked at Lin Tian and said solemnly. After that, Kun Yu directly summoned a black sword similar to Lin Tian's hand, and after a big jump, he attacked Lin Tian. A demon knife. Do you want to flip the waves too? Lin Tian directly picked up his other sword, Zanpadao Senbon Sakura, and fought with Kura Yu. As soon as they met, Lin Tian realized that Kun Yu was very strong. This guy, he is about to reach the king level. Lin Tian didn't take it lightly, and he knew everything. King Yan Chinban Sakura. The huge blade instantly turned into countless cherry blossom petals, pouring into the village rain. One knife. Demon slash. Kun Yu resorted to Lin Tian's original moves. The petals of Senbon Sakura were scattered with a single blow. Demon chopping. Kun Yu's strength is strong and pressing step by step. The next sword wave has already attacked Lin Tian. Lin Tian also chose to go head to head, and directly condensed a sword of heaven and clouds, and he fought with Kun Yu. Blur. Lin Tian also chose to blur, and the power of the evil spirits instantly covered Lin Tian. The huge breath also directly suppressed the village rain. Kun Yu was also calm, and finally said, "Ha, Lin Tian, don't think you will be imaginary. Imaginary." Mura Yu also chose to blur. After the village rain was emptied, he also possessed terrifying strength. He attacked Lin Tian at a speed no less than the speed of light. Lin Tian was obviously shocked too. He hadn't encountered an opponent who dared to compete with himself in speed. Murasama. Lin Tian also said in the battle, Sura slash. Sura slash. The two had the same moves, and after facing the waves, huge waves of air appeared. The propulsion city was directly collapsed, and Lin Tian had already destroyed many of the buildings of propulsion city when he used the Earth Blast Star. The propulsion city, which is known as a bronze wall and an iron wall, was directly destroyed by the battle between the two. My goodness. Who is fighting Lin Tian? Advancing the city is going to be ruined. Run. Propulsion city is obviously rioted. Hannibal, Domino and Sati tried their best to maintain order, but it was useless. The pirates were very smart and were afraid of death. In this case, if you don't run away, wouldn't it be waiting for death? So Hannibal and the others finally had no choice, and directly contacted the Navy headquarters. What advancement city is destroyed? When the warring states heard this news, he was half dead. I'll just say why Lin Tian was caught with his hands. I wanted to turn the city upside down. What does this guy want? The anger turned to anger, and the calm down Sengoku quickly dispatched the highest combat power of the Navy to advance to the city. However, the battle between Lin Tian and Kun Yu is still in full swing. Haha. Lin Tian. I can do all you can do with the sword. How can you beat me? Kun Yu looked at Lin Tian with a smirk. It is a demon knife itself, so its speech is also ghostly and demon looks very abnormal. Lin Tian said, "It's very simple. I know you can do it. Then I will create a new sword move." You must not. Lin Tian also looked at Kun Yu provocatively. Do you want to create a sword to recruit me? How can you create a new move in such a short time? You can at best tie me. Demon Blade Kun Yu still looked at Lin Tian disdainfully. In his eyes, Lin Tian's strength relied on the ability of the Devil Fruit. If he did not use the ability of the Devil Fruit, Lin Tian would be weak. However, it turns out that Murakami's idea was very wrong. In that case, I will create a sword move for you. Lin Tian took back Shinbenying directly. Final scene Asura White Emperor Sword. A pair of wings instantly appeared behind Lin Tian. The Chinban Sakura in his hand also radiated a dazzling light, and it was also mixed with the power of illusion, so it was called the Asura White Emperor Sword. Humph. I know this trick. Mura Yu also shouted in the same way. Sura Baidi Sword. Seeing that Kun Yu could even do this trick, Lin Tian was not in a hurry. He still looked at Kun Yu confidently and said, "No, this trick is not over yet." Speaking of Lin Tian, he integrated the power of the stellar fruit. This is a new trick. Asura Flame Emperor breaks 5. The color of Lin Tian's Baidi sword's arrogance changed instantly. It was gray, but the aura at this time was so powerful that it burst out in an instant. What an amazing power. This sword is not only mixed with high-strength condensed death, the power of the soul also has the horrible power of illusion, and the ultra-high temperature from the stellar fruit. Lin Tian came to the world like a god of war, and watching Kun Yu was full of fighting spirit. Huh. Isn't it the temperature is higher? Maybe it won't work. Kura Yu didn't believe in evil, and directly used the Asura Baidi sword to attack Lin Tian. Seeing the violent blow of the village rain, Lin Tian didn't care at all. Lin Tian concentrated his energy to activate all the power. Sura Emperor Yan broke 5. Lin Tian finally moved, and the ultra-high temperature flame even directly burned the village rain. Ah. Impossible. How can I have such a strong strength? Mura Yu tried his best to confirm that he felt Lin Tian's power instantly crush him. Why? You will always be so strong. I evolve once. I am still no match for you. Mura Yu also shouted furiously. It's very simple, because I am always getting stronger. Lin Tian's Asura Emperor broke 5, and instantly broke through Kun Yu. Lin Tian finally collected Chinban Sakura. This move, even Lin Tian took a lot of effort, and at that moment, Kura Yu turned into a sword and lay quietly on Lin Tian's waist. Not only did Muramasa complete the evolution, but he also re-recognized Lin Tian, so he was reincarnate in the shape of a sword. Congratulations to the host. Defeat the Red of the Lonely High. Get Devil Fruit Awakening Point 4. You currently have 15 Fruit Awakening points. Congratulations on getting 20 luck points. Currently you have 450 luck points. Congratulations to the host. You defeated Lonely Red. You have obtained a vampire form ability card of the Bat Fruit Fantasy Beast. Congratulations to the host for completing the task of defeating the powerhouse in Propelling City's Infinite Hell. You won a second level lottery. May I ask if the lottery is drawn? Start the lottery. Lin Tian also directly chose to start the draw. The familiar golden turntable began to rotate, and finally, the pointer of the turntable fell on a row of small prints. Congratulations to the host. Obtained level rewards. Devil Fruit Exchange System. What is the situation here? Lin Tian was also puzzled and had to speak to the system. The system explained. Hello host. The Devil Fruit Exchange System is a subsystem. You can exchange some ability cards you don't need, or the abilities you have already used through the Devil Fruit Exchange System, so as to exchange the fruit abilities you need. How is this exchange? Lin Tian then asked. As long as you donate the fruit ability cards you don't need, you can get redemption points, so as to redeem the fruit ability cards you want. The system also explained. That's it. Can any fruit ability be exchanged? Lin Tian asked. Look at the host. As soon as the system's voice fell, Lin Tian saw fruits of different shapes, large and small, and there were various explanations on the fruits. Oh my god. It covers a lot of powerful fruits. Lin Tian looked at these words in shock. The bat fruit has not increased much for me. It doesn't make much sense for me to become younger. Although the poisonous fruit is powerful, it is also tasteless to me. There are also golden fruits, which are weaker than other fruits. Exchange them all. Congratulations to the host. I got 4 redeem points. Congratulations to the host 3 redeem points. Congratulations to the host 3 redeem points. You have 10 real redeem points. Now you can redeem the fruits you want, right? Lin Tian asked. Yes. The golden fruit ability has been exchanged away. May I ask what fruit ability the host wants to exchange? The system asked. Shaking the fruit. Lin Tian couldn't help but said looking at the shaking fruit. Shaking fruit. You need to spend 10 points to redeem points. May I ask if you redeem it? Exchange. Exchange successful. Use ability card. Lin Tian instantly possessed the strongest man in the world, the white beard's ability to shake fruit. System. Shaking fruit's awakening point is just a little bit, and it happens to be able to awaken twice. Help me awaken twice. Lin Tian couldn't help but feel the power of shaking the fruit. No problem. Host. After the system said, Lin Tian's shaking fruit was awakened twice. Oh my god. Worthy of shaking the fruit, awakened twice. I have already felt a huge power. If I complete the ultimate awakening, I don't know how to become. Lin Tian was also very excited. Host. Remind you. Your main mission is to go to the new world by coding. The main line. You can go and complete it now. The system reminded him. Lin Tian nodded and said, this task will definitely be completed, don't worry. Lin Tian said that the convenience started an infinite teleport with the instant light fruit, and it teleported to the distance. However, the news that the city was destroyed immediately. It shocked the world. Magellan is dead and the rain is also dead. Warring States also asked incredulously. Hannibal, you didn't lie to me, right? Sangoku asked again. Marshal. How dare I lie to you? That person directly ruined Push City. Warden Magellan was in that huge ball. Warring States also sighed, stabilized his heart, and said to Hannibal. Oh, I know, the Navy will send someone to deal with the aftermath with you. Then Sangoku hung up the phone. Oh, Lin Tian. What do you want? Killed the warden and the guard. Also killed the pirate who hid in Infinite Hell. Is this your purpose? After thinking about it, the Warring States period is also one of the first and too big. Come on. Raise Lin Tian's bounty again. The Warring States also directly increased Lin Tian's bounty. Navy. Chase Lin Tian. The Warring States period ordered. It's just that Lin Tian had already left Propulsion City at a speed faster than light, and the Navy would never be able to find Lin Tian again. At this time, Lin Tian has reached the Chambord Islands. Go find Sha Qi. See where Xiao Ba and Lei Li are. Lin Tian teleported at the speed of light to reach Sha Qi's hold up and pushed in. Welcome to your Lin Tian. Sha Qi also looked at Lin Tian and said in surprise. I heard that you were caught in infinite hell, how did you escape? Lin Tian also smiled and said, Aunt Sha Qi, I was caught by the Navy voluntarily. I went to infinite hell to do something. What do you do in infinite hell? Sha Qi also asked doubtfully. I'm going to kill. Pushing the city has been destroyed by me, and the infamous pirates have all been killed by me. Sha Qi looked at Lin Tian and also had a meal. Speechless, and finally said helplessly. Oh, it seems young the age of has come right. You are looking for Xiao Ba, right? Yes. Where is Xiao Ba? Lin Tian asked. Xiao Ba and Lei Li went to a certain deserted island together. I don't know the specifics. Lei Li said before that Xiao Ba will come back 2 years later. Sha Qi said. That's right. Your partner Nicole Robin also trains with Raleigh, and your boat is at the entrance. Don't worry. Your ship is disguised, no one will recognize it. Sha Qi also directly closed the door willfully, and led Lin Tian to find Lin Tian and his party's pirate ship, the Death God. Finally saw a familiar old friend. Lin Tian looked at the disguised Reaper with a familiar feeling. What do you plan to do next? Sha Qi asked. Lin Tian said. Uncle Lei Li trains Robin and Xiao Ba. Those other partners should also introduce training to the Revolutionary Army Dragon. In 2 years, I will also improve my strength. Sha Qi looked at Lin Tian speechlessly and said, You can defeat the 3 generals, how can you improve? Oh, it's not the same. My companions have improved, of course I must also improve. Aunt Sha Qi. Don't worry. I'm leaving the Death God 2 years later, goodbye. After saying that, Lin Tian took the Reaper and left the Chambord Islands. Although Lin Tian did not know how to sail, as long as he encountered danger, Lin Tian's super ability would directly resolve the crisis without encountering too many problems. Lin Tian reached the windless zone. That's right, the purpose of Lin Tian's trip is Amazon Lily. After a short while, Lin Tian had already arrived at Amazon Lily. A boat is coming. Tell Master Snake Ji. The sentry saw Lin Tian directly ring the alarm bell, and then the news was passed to the Empress. A ship, Hancock asked unsurely, have you seen who is on the boat? Report Master Snake Ji. No one on board, no one. Hancock also shook his head, and then went on his own. All the 9 snake female warriors raised their bows and aimed at Lin Tian's death. However, Hancock finally saw Lin Tian on the ship. Close the bow. This is the man with the concubine body. The female emperor couldn't help but said excitedly. What? Master Snake Ji's man. What the hell does this happen? All the women were stunned at the moment. They had no idea that the Lord Snake Ji, whom they respected, would actually have a man. It's him. Many people recognized Lin Tian. Hancock, how are you? Lin Tian also asked directly when he saw Hancock. He cares so much about himself. Hancock was also caught in the ocean of love and couldn't help himself. The concubine is very good. Husband. How did you escape from Propulsion City? Hancock asked. Lin Tian also smiled and said, Didn't I say it? Don't worry. Let's go. Let's go to the palace and talk. The Empress and Lin Tian walked into the palace. Lin Tian told all things to the Empress, and the Empress was once again caught in the ocean of love that was obsessed with Lin Tian. Husband. Do you have any plans next? Hancock asked Lin Tiandao. 2 years later, my friends and I returned to the Champagne area and set off again. And now Lin Tian is looking at Hancock, and Hancock's face is also red. What are you doing now? Now, it's time for the 2 of us to say that the face of the Empress turned red in an instant. Looking at Lin Tian, she looked more like a red tomato. Lin Tian took Hancock's hand directly, everything was silent, time flew fast, and 2 years passed in a blink of an eye. Hancock. Goodbye. I'm looking for my partner. Lin Tian has embraced Hancock and started to say goodbye. Husband. For these 2 years. Concubine body. But as the Emperor of 9 Snake Island, I can't walk with you. I'm really sorry. Lin Tian didn't care about the female emperor's head and said, It's okay, I will complete my mission soon, come back to find you. Then, under the reluctant eyes of the Empress, Lin Tian bid farewell to the Empress, and drove the death to Chambord Island. In the past 2 years, in addition to fighting with the female emperor, Lin Tian also fought with the female emperor. Under Lin Tian's training, the female emperor's strength has been greatly enhanced, and she has reached the top general level steadily, and even the strength of the Snake Sisters has also reached the level of Kiwahai. The domineering female warriors of the 9 snakes can be trained by Lin Tian. They are much stronger. Therefore, the strength of the Amazon Lily can be said to have been terribly improved. And Lin Tian's own abilities are too complicated, so in Lin Tian's days on Nine Snake Island, he also practiced his own abilities. In the end, all abilities Lin Tian can integrate, and Lin Tian's strength can be said to be stable. When it reached the top of the king level, surpassing the 4 kings. End. Disregarding the entire pirate world, Lin Tian appeared to be cold from above. Lin Tian arrived at the Chambord Islands, only to find that the Chambord Islands had completely become inaccessible. The navy no longer cares, is it shampoo? Lin Tian also found that more pirates began to dominate the Champagne land. The power of the navy can be said to have greatly shrunk, but it symbolically sent some troops to garrison. It seems that the navy's forces have also begun to transfer to the New World, and the top war has not erupted, so why have they transferred to the New World and what destination? Lin Tian was also puzzled. Why don't you pay for food? Because I am Lin Tian. I am the god of death Lin Tian. Do you know what my bounty is? You're Lin Tian. Don't be funny. I'm Lin Tian. Even if it's the big 3 in the future, I will kneel down and beg for mercy. Ah. It's ridiculous that you are Lin Tian. I am Lin Tian. If you don't know each other, you are all going to die. Lin Tian looked at this group of fakes pretending to be themselves, but also very speechless. Who are you guys? How come I haven't seen you? A blonde pirate asked Lin Tiandao. Lin Tian pointed to himself. Yes, it's you. Who are you? The pirate obviously hadn't seen Lin Tian at all, and didn't know Lin Tian. I am Lin Tian. As soon as Lin Tian's voice fell, the surrounding pirates began to laugh wildly. Wow, haha. You are Lin Tian. You don't look good at all. Yeah. How could Lin Tian look like this? Handsome guy. You look handsome. You must observe more before imitating. Your hair color is wrong. 2 years later, Lin Tian's hair has also changed from gray to white. Like Dante in Devil's Cry, it looks a little different and unique. Lin Tian looked at these pirates and was a little speechless. Lin Tian suddenly felt an attack hit him. Lin Tian easily fisted the attack and took a look at it. It turned out that it was a laser beam. What a pacifist is that? The pirates were pretending to be forceful, but now they saw the pacifists who came in suddenly, and they were all scared to pee. Run. If you don't run, you will die. Oh my god. How can you be a pacifist? Looking at the pirate who fled, Lin Tian also shook his head. Lin Tian shook a punch to the air, and the group of pacifists stopped moving in an instant. What happened? Why don't the pacifists chase me? Could it be that I was too lucky? Those pirates have a kind of feeling, after the disaster. However, Lin Tian smiled and said, blast. The Kiwa high-level pacifist exploded in an instant, and all the debris fell to the ground and was scrapped into scrap iron. The pirates around looked at Lin Tian and were already shocked. F***K. What's the situation? What did you do? That's a pacifist. The Navy's secret weapon. How is it possible? They said a burst, they burst. All the pirates were shocked and self-doubt, and finally one of the pirates asked Lin Tian again. Who are you? Lin Tian also responded with a smile, didn't I say it? I am Lin Tian. What? You said you are Lin Tian, is it true? The pirates also picked up the reward list 2 years ago and watched Lin Tian for a long time. Except for looks, everything else is different. Are you a fool? That's the reward list 2 years ago. This is the current reward list. A strong one among the pirates took out his own reward list, and all the pirates also ran to compare with Lin Tian. Lin Tian also stood there with special cooperation. Oh my god. The hair color is white. The black pupil. The height of 1.9 meters seems to be the same. Even the facial features are exactly the same. You really are Lin Tian. He is Lin Tian who has offered a 4 billion bounty. Run. Everyone. Run. Otherwise you will be killed. The pirate finally believed in Lin Tian's identity, but he ran away all at once. Lin Tian also didn't bother to do it, picked up his reward list and watched it for a long time. Life or death, Lin Tian. The reward amount is 4 billion. I remember that when Blackbeard became the new 4 emperors, the reward was about 200 million. The red-haired Shanks also has a reward of over 4 billion, and the Ant and Kaido are also 4 billion. Between 5 billion, the white beard should be 5 billion, and the reward of One Piece should be more than 5.5 billion. Lin Tian was also a little excited, and collected the bounty. Unexpectedly, my bounty has now reached the same standard as the 4 emperors. Lin Tian also muttered to himself with a little excitement. These pacifists, the Navy should not be equipped with much equipment, it's okay. Then just go around and see where your friends are. Lin Tian thought for a while and started to wander around in the Chambord Islands leisurely. There are many islands in Chambord land, and Lin Tian is also strolling one island after another. Lin Tian, who is tired from the last stroll, also directly turned on the domineering look and feel, and instantly understood the location of his partner. After 2 years of training, Lin Tian's domineering appearance has also improved a lot. Not only can he predict a further future, but he can also observe the surrounding things on a larger scale. Here, friends. Just come back one by one. Lin Tian moved to an island with a teleport. The woman in front of her was also a lot whiter after 2 years, and her tall nose and more mature figure made many people look at her. Her easy ability directly killed a large pirate who had reached the 7th martial sea level. Unexpectedly, Robin, you really surprised me. Your strength has reached the general level. Lin Tian also watched Robin talk. Robin turned around and saw, you are. Robin also didn't recognize Lin Tian for a while. After 2 years, Lin Tian's muscles have become stronger. The face that was full of childishness has disappeared. It has become a little small and mature, and it is as deep as obsidian under the eyes, and it is mysterious and familiar with confidence. The whitening hair is also idiosyncratic and unusual, and even his height has become a lot higher. Looking at Lin Tian, who has changed so much, Robin said with surprise on his face. You are Captain Lin Tian. Robin was also excited and hugged Lin Tian. Lin Tian felt the waves on his chest in an instant, and Robin also felt a little embarrassed and then let go and asked, Captain, how come you have changed so much? I have grown a lot in the past 2 years. I have improved a lot, of course. The appearance has also changed a lot. Miss Robin, you have become more beautiful. Lin Tian also looked at Robin directly and praised. A hint of shyness appeared in Robin's eyes, but Robin immediately covered the past and said, Captain Lin Tian, I am not the biggest change. Xiao Ba has changed a lot. Mina, come out. Lin Tian is back. Robin yelled to a small shop, and the door of the small shop was pushed open in an instant. Lin Tian looked closely at the person in front of him and almost didn't recognize it. You are Xiao Ba. Lin Tian almost squirted out the breakfast and looked at the person in front of him. He didn't believe that this was Xiao Ba, but he had 6 arms and the sun mark on his head was not Xiao Ba. There should be no one else in this world. Boss. Hearing this familiar name, Lin Tian knew that Xiao Ba had not run away. The Xiao Ba at this time is different from the Xiao Ba in my impression. The strong muscles are terrifying. If Lin Tian's muscles are well proportioned and strong, Xiao Ba's muscles should be explosive and exaggerated. 6 strong arms, it seems that each arm is full of explosive power. The 6 knives also changed at this time. Every knife, it seems to be a good knife. Lin Tian also felt the sharpness of these 6 knives. Xiao Ba's eyes have also changed. The previous ignorance and ignorance have changed, but now they have become serious and persistent, full of perseverance and strength. Xiao Ba. You have changed so much. Your temperament has changed. What is going on? Lin Tian's interest was also aroused by Xiao Ba. Boss. Let's sit down. Let's talk slowly. Xiao Ba and Robin led Lin Tian to a drink shop called Great Channel. Boss. Both of us became like this because of Raleigh. Raleigh gave us special training. 2 years have passed in an instant. Our whole personality has changed. That's it. Lin Tian looked at Zhaoba and Robin and said, you have indeed changed a lot, but I have not changed too much. I have to say that you have changed the most. You can see that your mentality has changed. Feeling of strength, it has also improved a lot. Lin Tian felt that Xiao Ba's aura had become much stronger, so he directly asked, Xiao Ba, how is your strength now? But I saw Robin kill a C with Chi Wu high-level aura in seconds. Where's the thief? Xiao Ba laughed. No, boss. Robin and I have not never played against each other. What's the result? Lin Tian asked too. Win more and lose less. Xiao Ba also pointed to himself with his thumb and said, yes, Captain Lin Tian. Xiao Ba is indeed better than me. Robin also said with a smile, I didn't expect it. Xiao Ba's strength has reached the general level. Lin Tian didn't expect that Lei Li directly improved Xiao Ba and Robin's strength so much. It seems I have to thank Raleigh. Haha. Lin Tian also laughed. Hey. Someone is coming. It's great. I felt a few familiar auras. You wait for 3 seconds 3, I will bring them. You can count. I don't know where they are, big brother. Why don't we go directly to Sha Chi's ripping off? This is a good idea. Be sure to give big brother a surprise. Haha. I didn't expect even me to become so strong. For the past 2 years, everyone has been training desperately. We can no longer hold back Captain Lin Tian. Yes. We will be the strong backing of Captain Lin Tian from now on. These 2 years have passed in an instant. Captain, how are you? Nuahigo, Freud, Guina, Perona, and Esbago finally came to the Chambord Islands. But as soon as the 5 people entered the island, they suddenly saw a figure flashing in front of them, and then they were stunned. 3221. Xiao Ba and Robin really counted 3 times. As a result, 5 human figures appeared directly in the drink shop. Oh my god. Great change alive, Xiao Ba was also stunned. This is this partner. Robin also couldn't bear his excitement. The 5 partners also stood firm, and then they saw the familiar Lin Tian Zhaoba and Robin, and they suddenly showed surprise expressions. My god. It's you. Everyone has changed so much. Guina also couldn't help but look at her friends. Big brother. You have become taller. Nuokagao also looked at Lin Tian and said. Captain. I originally said that I would go to Push City to save you, but the dragon stopped us, but then we heard that Push City was destroyed, and we knew that you had escaped. Freud also said. The dragon did a great job. Lin Tian also smiled and looked at his friends. Your breath has also become much stronger. It seems that the dragon has trained you well. Lin Tian looked at the 5 partners and said directly. Freud's red hair has also grown a lot. It can be seen that after 2 years of time, Freud's strength has also become a lot stronger, although the ship doctor seems to have strong strength. Looking at Esbagu again, he is also a lot more calm and mature. It can be seen that Esbagu's strength has also greatly improved. As the saying goes, when the 18th woman changed, Nuokagao also began to develop and grow gradually, becoming a slim girl, and her height has also become a lot taller. In the pure pearly eyes, there is also a war intent. It can be seen that Nuokagao not only possesses the strength of a strong man, but also possesses the consciousness of a strong man. Even the aura is much stronger, making Zuza stretch out his thumb. Guina herself is a young girl. After 2 years, her figure has matured, and her height has increased a lot. Guina's temperament has also changed a lot, and her eyes have lost a lot of mania. Wang Qingshui. Lin Tian can feel Guina's swordsmanship. He has also entered the room, feeling the breath of Guina, and Lin Tian also feels that Guina's current strength is enough for a duel. Lin Tian. Me, have I changed? Perona also forcibly stood up to brush her presence. In contrast, Perona has the smallest change. Apart from changing to a more exquisite and beautiful dress, she has become a little more mature, and her strength has improved a lot. It can be said that there is no other change. Lin Tian had no choice but to say, you are not bad too. Your changes are quite big. Everyone had another meal next. Chatting fiercely, everyone has suffered a lot in the past 2 years, but the progress in exchange is huge. Captain, as your bounty changes, our bounty has also changed. This is our bounty. Freud also handed Lin Tian the reward for his partners. Then let me read it to everyone. Lin Tian picked up the reward list in his hand and began to read to everyone. I think from low to high. The bounty also represents our current influence and strength. Lin Tian finally started to read the first reward list. Death Carpenter Esbaku. This nickname, which fits well with our group's name, is dead or alive. The bounty has reached 1.4 billion Baileys. The bounty is almost the same as the deputies of the 4 emperors, not bad. Lin Tian also nodded. Esbaku, the owner of the piercing fruit ability who has the design of the Pluto and the ability to make the Pluto, has such a reward, not bad. Lin Tian also thought about it, and then began to read the next one. Psychic Ship Dr. Freud, Life or Death, your nickname is quite interesting. The bounty is about the same as that of Esbagu, 158,000,005 Baileys. It is better than the strongest of the ants. Keita Kuli is still 10 million higher. It has also entered the bounty amount of the 4 emperors deputy level. Freud's invincible medical skills, coupled with the ability to heal fruits, has obviously become one of the few talents, coupled with 2 years of training strength should also greatly increase. Such a bounty is also worthy of the name. Lin Tian thought in his heart, and then began to read the list of the next person. Next as Princess Mononoke Perona, your strength has improved a lot. 2 years later, your bounty has exceeded the 2 of them, reaching 1.235 billion. It's incredible. Lin Tian also looked at Perona and said. Perona was obviously very happy. The Dragon of the Revolutionary Army seems to have carried out special training on Perona. Perona has a spirit attack, which is obviously a big killer. Lin Tian looked at Perona and couldn't help thinking of this. The bounty has reached the 4th place as Robin, and her bounty has surpassed Perona and reached the terrifying 1.432 billion Bailey. This bounty has surpassed Quinn from the Beast Pirates Pele of 1.320 billion. Robin's fruit ability should be awakened. She who has the ability to easily kill Kiwa high-level pirates should have the strength of a general. Far more than her in the original book. Lei Li should have given her Hell-style training in the past 2 years right. Lin Tian also smiled when he saw Robin, and then proceeded to announce the top 3 bounty prizes. Next is Nuoki Gao, who is called the Weather Magician. Regardless of life or death, the bounty is as high as 1.572 billion. It really shocked me. Now your reward should be far more than the Emperor. The vice level is offering a reward. Lin Tian then looked at Nuoki Gao and said, Nuoki Gao, is your Russell fruit also awakened? Nuoki nodded high and said, yeah, big brother. I was a surprise for you at first, but you guessed it right away. Nuoki Gao is indeed a gifted person. Naturally, a person with the ability of rustling fruit, he immediately awakened within 2 years. What a gifted little evildoer. Lin Tian also praised, not bad. Next, it is the sword hero of the octopus. Your nickname has become more domineering, Zauba. The bounty is 1.675 billion. Sure enough, the bounty is higher than Robin. If you guessed it correctly, if so, Zauba, your swordsmanship should be a master. Xiao Ba also said grandiosely, I almost died after passing Raleigh's Hellstyle training. Guyana, a female swordsman, life and death, a reward of 1.832 billion yuan. Lin Tian looked at Ji Yuyina's reward and praised, Ji Yuyina, your swordsmanship should be done. Your bounty is now higher than Hawkeye. Guina also smiled and said, this is all because of your influence. Otherwise, the rewards for everyone on the boat will not suddenly rise to this point. Haha. The partners also laughed. The tide goes up. Captain, I know your bounty now. It's scary. Freud looked at Lin Tian and said, what is the captain's bounty? Nojao asked, speak out and scare you to death. The captain's bounty is 4 billion. Floyd said, oh my god, 4 billion bounty. Xiao Ba was also surprised and said, the bounty of the boss is now at the same level as the 4 emperors, and the reward of the red-haired Shanks is also in the early 4 billion yuan. Oh. How is the captain's strength? Everyone knows that the white beard, Kaido, Shanks and the ant are definitely not the captain's opponent one-on-one. Sbagu also seriously analyzed Dao Lintian and looked at the long-lost partners and said, my friends, 2 years ago, everyone's strength should have made great progress, and now our strength is enough to take the world out. Wu Hai is still the 4 emperors. Whether it is the world government or the navy, as long as you stop us, one dead end. Lin Tian looked at his friends domineeringly, and felt that the steps towards the future were more motivated. Boss, Mr. Raleigh has returned, let's go coat the boat. Xiao Ba said. Okay, go. Lin Tian directly turned on the sight and smell, and the sight and smell instantly locked a white-haired uncle in the Shambordian Islands. Sha Chi. Give me another glass of wine. At this time, Lei Li was drinking in the ripoff. Xiao Ba came to you just now. Where did you go? Why don't you go gambling again? Sha Chi shook his head and stared at Lei Li, shocking Lei Li. Suddenly, Raleigh felt a sense of being locked in. What? Raleigh also made a direct voice. What's happenin'? Sha Chi also looked at Lei Li a little abnormal today. Did you drink too much? Shaki looked at Raleigh and asked. It's not that I always have the feeling of being locked in. How could this make me upset? Raleigh also felt something was wrong. Suddenly, Lei Li was shocked, and even the cup that Lei held up fell to the ground with a crisp sound. 8 human figures appeared in front of Lei Li and Sha Chi in an instant. Oh my god. Sha Chi was also taken aback. She didn't expect that there would be such a magical way to appear on the stage. Sha Chi and Lei Li took a closer look. Are these 8 people Lin Tian and his party? Lin Tian. Come in from outside the door next time. Suddenly, my heart can't stand it. After listening to Lei Li's words, Lin Tian and the others all laughed. Uncle Lei Li. Sorry. This is my ability group teleportation. It is also a trick that has just been developed. I have seen and heard the color to locate you, I didn't think so much directly, and came over. Lin Tian hurriedly apologized. Although it was an apology, Lin Tian smiled and did not have any sincerity to apologize, and it made everyone laugh. Okay. Don't tease your uncle, you kids, you must have suffered a lot in the past 2 years. Sha Chi looked at everyone who was familiar with it, and it felt like yesterday. Aunt Sha, in order not to with Captain's hind legs, of course we are going to work hard. I think that the captain alone was fighting against the entire Navy headquarters, but we couldn't help a little. Sbagu and Freud also remembered that they were taken hostage by the Yellow 8 before, and they were a little guilty. It's okay. All partners. Lin Tian also waved his hand indifferently. Uncle Raleigh, it's been 2 years, we are doing our best for today. We are about to enter a new world. This time we will never support the captain's hind legs. No matter how dangerous or difficult it is. Let's go hand in hand together. The partners also said with fiery eyes. Lin Tian also nodded slightly, He had such a group of good friends. Lin Tian also felt it was worth it. Lei used his hand to stroke his beard, looked at Lin Tian's 7 partners with a smile, and then looked at Lin Tian. Yes. Your strength is absolutely fine. Now I will coat your boat. Lei Li also went all out and unambiguously coated Lin Tian and his party's reaper. Come on. Everyone. I can only hope that you can accomplish what you want to do. Sha Qi also waved goodbye. Lin Tian, come on. Lei Li also smiled and waved goodbye to Lin Tian and his party. The wheel of the world is about to be held in the hands of Lin Tian and his partner. Go. Find the truth. Lei Li looked at Lin Tian and said to himself, Roger, maybe besides one race, this young man may also change the world. Did you think of some old Lei? Sha Qi asked. Well, count it. Then Raleigh fell into the memory of changing the world with Roger, and couldn't help but burst into tears. Lin Tian and his party naturally sank directly to the bottom of the sea on the death god. Oh my god. You can really enter the sea. Although Esbagu was a boatman, he was a little surprised to see the scene. A lot of fish. Nuokagao looked at the many colorful fishes around and said with excitement. The sea is so beautiful. Robin couldn't help but look at the surrounding scenery. The sun spilled into the sea, and the beautiful light and shadow made everyone fascinated. The roots of the huge almond tree are close at hand, but the roots extend to the bottom of the sea, which is huge and unspeakable. Big brother. Need to continue down. Nuokagao looked at his record pointer still down, and also said to Lin Tian. Lin Tian naturally urged the fruit of gravity and controlled the boat vertically downward. Xiao Ba is extremely familiar with the surrounding environment and naturally acted as a guide, and talked to Nojiao about the precautions for riding a coated boat. The partners are also extremely reliable, quietly admiring the surrounding seascape. However, in a while, Lin Tian and his party passed through the light receiving layer and thin light layer in the sea. We have dived 1 kilometer under the sea, Nuokagao said to everyone. Attention everyone. There seems to be a pirate ship ahead. Lin Tian saw a trace of unusualness. His experience was so great that he had sensed a ship-shaped object hundreds of meters away, rushing towards them. In a short while, a pirate ship rushed towards the death. Oh my god. He bumped into it. This is the rhythm of black eating black. Xiao Ba looked at the pirate ship that was hitting quickly, and said in surprise. Lin Tian was a little speechless. The pirate ship in front of him clearly wanted to squeeze the pirate ship in. Kill. Finally there is a prey. Yes. The little ones killed them for me. Grab the treasure. Haha. Finally someone who doesn't have eyesight has gone into the sea. I'm all thankful for waiting. An unknown pirate is about to rush into the reaper. Lin Tian's partner, look at me, and when I see you, they all smile. It's really troublesome that Lin Tian wanted to make a move with the pirate, but before he made a move, the partners have spoken. This group of little pirates, boss, you won't have to take action in the future. Xiao Ba looked at Lin Tian and shook his head with a smile. I alone can destroy them. Nuokagao also said, Captain, leave it to us next. Esbagu said too. Then began a completely side-to-side killing time. The comrades wiped out the gang of pirates just now without any effort, and their pirate ship was also destroyed by the comrades. Seeing this victory, Lin Tian also nodded slightly. Let's continue on our way, Lin Tian explained. But after a while, all kinds of fish appeared around. These fish are of different shapes and types, as well as turtles and some whales, which attract everyone's attention. Nuokagao looked at his pointer, then looked at the surrounding ocean currents and said, next we continue to drive southwest. Nuokagao. You are there. I wanted to remind you. I didn't expect you to be so familiar with this area. Xiao Ba also said in surprise. Nuokagao replied, it's right to follow the ocean current on the seabed and go all the way to the southwest of the pointer, because there will definitely be a downflow of ocean currents, and there, no accident, is the entrance from the surface layer to the deep layer. It's amazing. It's still the nautical genius on our ship. Xiao Ba also exclaimed. Mina, if you really think I'm great, you can make us a good drink. It's been a long time since I had your drink. Nuokagao also said casually, no problem. The top chef will deliver it to you soon. Xiao Ba ran directly to the kitchen and fought for a while, immediately. 7 delicious drinks are made. It's delicious, still that taste. Nuokagao was also immersed in the pleasure of taste buds. Little 8, why didn't you count yours? Robin asked. Yeah, Zauba, you actually made 7 cups for us, and I forgot to make one for yourself, which really touched me. Freud also pushed his glasses and said seriously. I made myself a bucket of Zauba and said embarrassingly. The partners were also speechless for a few seconds, and laughed awkwardly. Everyone, do you feel it? Lin Tian reminded. The partners also felt that the surrounding ocean currents had changed drastically. Finally, a place similar to a giant in the sea appeared. Oh my god, it should be a few hundred meters in diameter. Robin said in surprise. Are we going to take a ride? Perona couldn't help but ask as she watched the swiftly descending ocean current. Esbagu, our boat should be fine, right? Nuokagao also asked carefully. As the ship's craftsman, Esbaku also patted his chest and confidently said, don't worry. Everyone. Our boat is made of Atom, the world's most precious treasure tree, and top materials. There is absolutely no problem in terms of durability. Lin Tian also said grandiosely, then go in. So suddenly, are you not ready to prepare? Oh my goodness. Lin Tian, what's wrong with you guy? Perona just wanted to vomit, but Lin Tian controlled the death god and completely dashed into the place where the current was descending. The whole ship sailed directly to the deeper seabed directly following the current. However, after a while, the surrounding area instantly became dark, and everyone knew that it had reached the deep sea layer. Well, does our ship have a lighting system? Guina asked. It's too dark around, you can't see anything. Nuokagao also said. There is no sound, it looks a little weird. Zauba also thought of the ghost ship in the terrifying three-masted sailing ship, and couldn't help but feel a little frightened. Of course we have a lighting system. The Grim Reaper is the top ship in the world. As he spoke, Esbagu clapped his hands and said. Let's light. The Reaper's light system is also extremely developed, instantly illuminating the extremely dark surroundings like daylight. Lin Tian shook his head and said, it's no accident. Here, the light source should attract a lot of monsters. I know Esbagu, turn off the lights. Perona couldn't help but vomit. Perona. It's okay. Our strength has improved a lot, is there any monster more monster than us? Xiaohachi, who was once called the strongest pirate group by the god of death, now has the third highest bounty, and he has also become a lot more confident. It's also a monster, just kill it. Robin also closed the book in his hand. Nuokagao looked at the compass and said, we have dived for more than 7,000 meters, and we still need to dive for 3,000 meters to reach the Fisherman Island. Lin Tian's keen sense of knowledge captured dozens of powerful auras. Everyone, be careful. Something is coming. Ready. Guina also holds her sleeve Shirayuki, ready to fight at any time. Nuahigo and Esbagu are controlling the Reaper in the cab, ready to start the wind to spray at any time. Coming. As soon as Lin Tian's words fell, dozens of giant sea kings rushed towards Lin Tian and his party. Don't go out to fight. Don't forget. This is the deep sea. You will be crushed to death by water pressure when you go out. Nozagao stopped Guina and Freud. Xiao Ba looked at the Sea King class and laughed. Don't worry. Leave it to me next. Xiao Ba is a murloc in the water, his strength becomes stronger, and he is not afraid of water pressure, it can be said that he is at home. Can you do it alone? Perona looked at Zauba and asked in disbelief. Little 8, absolutely no problem. Robin also said for Zauba. Stop talking. I'm going to start a fight. Boss. This time, I won't bother you to do it. As soon as the little 8 voice fell, he rushed out of the bubble wrapped in the boat. The Sea King screamed fiercely, and was about to tear the luminous object in front of him. Humph. Let you see the results of Ba Yi's cultivation in the past 2 years. 6 swords flow and wind. Xiao Ba directly waved 6 knives, and instantly formed a terrifying wind in the sea. Aquaman still ignored Xiao Ba and swallowed it. Oh my god. Xiao Ba. He was swallowed. Perona also straightened her eyes. Will Xiao Ba be directly crushed, and then only the bones are left? Robin's venomous tongue began to flare up again. My god, Miss Robin, don't be scared, okay. Esbagu couldn't help but vomit. Lin Tian naturally didn't worry at all, he knew Xiao Ba's strength in his heart. Look. There seems to be movement in the mouth of the Sea King. Nojao pointed in the direction just now and said. Sure enough. Xiao Ba broke out directly, and the seabed tornado blew up with 6 sharp knives instantly tore the body of the Sea King class. Xiao Ba killed a Sea King class, and then it was like a seabed storm, moving at high speed in front of another roaring fierce Sea King class, and 6 knives were swung out at the same time. In an instant, the Sea King was cut into sashimi. I'm Xiao Ba, the chef of the Death Pirates. Xiaohachi is so insignificant compared to the Neptune class, but the final result is unexpected. The Sea Kings escaped from the dead, and the surrounding seawater even became a little red, which shows how much Xiao Ba has changed. When there was no Neptune around, Xiao Ba also entered the Death God. All the friends couldn't help applauding when they looked at Xiao Ba. Flap. It's too strong. Killing the Sea King is like killing a chicken. Sure enough to be a starling. The knife is good. The slicing technique is so skillful. Little 8. That's okay. The partners all praise Xiao Ba, but Xiao Ba's strength has improved somewhat terribly. I was worried about you, thinking that it was because my bounty increased, and your bounty increased, but now it seems that your bounty definitely matches your strength. Lin Tian couldn't help but said. Lin Tian then also thought, Luffy has offered 1.5 billion bounty, and Chopper is only 100 Baileys. Although it is said that the tide has risen, but now it seems that the bounty is ultimately related to his own strength and threat. Then the Reaper dived in the deep sea area again, and after a while everyone felt a strange feeling. As a Murloc, Zauba is very sensitive to the sea, and he first felt something was wrong. Something is wrong. Xiao Ba hurriedly said. Nuo Chi Gao also felt it. The temperature has changed in the surroundings suddenly become. It's so hot, do you feel it? Yeah. It was so cold just now, now it's so hot. Perona complained. Shallow water has sunlight so it will be hot, and deep water has no sunlight so it will be cold. Freud explained. I want to know why it's so hot now. Guina also felt an unusual breath. I'm about to become a takoyaki. It's a bit painful to burn Xiaohachi. Could it be that Robin thought of something but didn't say it? Lin Tian directly saw and foresee the future, and then reminded, Nuo Kagao, Zauba. Robin, you were right. Unfortunately, the submarine volcano is about to erupt. That's a hydrothermal deposit. Nuo saw the mineral deposits on the bottom of the sea, and then hurriedly responded. Quick. Esbagu. Nuo Ji yelled loudly. Esbagu understood and immediately began to prepare the shooting system. Big brother, please, Nuo Kagao also said. In an instant, the volcano on the bottom of the sea began to eject terrifying lava, and the lava immediately radiated heat when it encountered water, and the temperature of the surrounding seawater instantly increased a lot. Under the thick smoke, there is terrifying magma. The difference in water temperature also caused a seabed vortex. Mudslide. The surrounding area collapsed due to the eruption of the submarine volcano, forming a mudslide under the sea. Quick, friends, Nuo Kagao also urged. Gravity Fruit. Lin Tian also activated the ability of Gravity Fruit, which increased the speed of the Death God to a terrifying speed. The wind is coming. Esbagu also directly activated the Reaper's jet system. The Reaper was like sitting on a rocket and moving away from this area for an instant. However, after a while, Lin Tian and his party dived into deeper seas. Through that trench, you can reach Murloc Island. Xiao Ba pointed to a big hole in the sea and said. There shouldn't be anything scary again, right? Perona continued to complain. No, there should be no enemies next. You can reach Murloc Island through the trench. Xiao Ba also comforted Perona. Then what are you waiting for? Let's go in. The Grim Reaper entered the trench. The Reaper's light system illuminates the surroundings as if it is daylight, but there is nothing else but darkness at about 8 kilometers under the sea. I don't know how long it took. The Death God finally walked out of this extremely dark trench and reached an extremely bright place. Lin Tian looked around and saw countless coral reefs, countless plants on the bottom of the sea, and all kinds of beautiful swimming fish. The pointer is really pointing here. Nuo Kagao looked at the record pointer and said excitedly. This island surrounded by huge bubbles, it's Murloc Island. Xiao Ba introduced. Oh my god. There are still clouds and blue sky inside, so amazing. Freud also shined. Is the Fisherman Island here? Robin couldn't help but excited when he looked around. Maybe there will be history. This kind of place actually exists. I actually came here. Perona also opened her fancy umbrella, watching around, seemingly interested in everything. Why is it so bright here? Esbagu looked at the surroundings and said in a puzzled way. Xiao Ba began to explain. In addition to the treasure tree atom, there is also Yangshu Eve. This is because Yangshu Eve can be so bright. The huge roots of Yangshu Eve not only conduct sunlight, but also supply air to the bottom of the sea, so that you can see such a scene. The residents of Fishman Island call it the blessing of the sun. Xiao Ba seriously explained it to the newcomers. Next, I will take everyone to find a friend. Xiao Ba pretended to say mysteriously. Let's go to the entrance first, right? Afterwards, Nuo Kagao and Esbagu controlled the Reaper and drove away to the entrance, Zaubako said. However, before reaching the entrance, Lin Tian and his party were stopped by a group of strange sea beasts. These guys. Xiao Ba also frowned. The sea beasts in front of them are very strange. They have the appearance of lions, rhinos, orangutans, giraffes, elephants, and polar bears, but they have seal fins. Who am I? It turns out to be a traitor who joined the human pirate group. Little 8. The person in front of him sat on the sea beast, looking very arrogant. You were. Xiao Ba saw the figure of that person. Nuokagao also recalled his bad past. Those people are all marked with the Aaron pirate group. You are the death god Lin Tien in a group of people. The Murloc in the lead asked. Who do you know about us? Esbagu asked cautiously. The pirates who once crushed Aaron's gang of ambitions, but you dare to kill the hateful dragon people, just like our beloved fisherman hero, Fisher Tiger. The Murloc sitting on the sea beast grabbed his hat with his hands and said. Fisher Tiger. Robin obviously knows this person too. Little 8. Who are these people? Perona asked. These people are members of the new Murloc pirate group. Xiao Ba also looked at them with a slight hostility. New Murloc pirate group. Nuokagao saw the familiar marks on the body of Along's gang, and recalled his tragic incident in Kokoyashi village. This yellow-skinned Murloc is Hammond, a fighter in the new Murloc pirate group. The man next to, who looks like a drunk bluesuit, is the killer Leopard Zhang. That. The hairy Murloc is Kashikoba, a combatant in their pirate regiment. Xiao Ba explained to everyone. Harmon. Hammond looked at Zauba and Lin Tien and asked, then tell me, are you friends or foes? Give you the right to choose whether you want to join our new Murloc pirate group or refuse. If you refuse, let you sink again. Okay. Guina also frowned. The partners looked at the 3 pirates in front of them with some hostility. Everyone, this is 10,000 meters deep in the sea. We can't fight. Except Xiao Ba, we have no personnel who can fight, because in the bubble, the Pluto cannon can't be used, and we can only prepare to escape. Freud reacted quickly and immediately told his friends quietly. Xiao Ba shook his head and said, don't worry. 2 years ago, I might not be able to beat 3 of them, but now it's different. I can deal with these guys alone, Xiao Ba said domineeringly. The surrounding friends felt the confidence in Xiao Ba, and instantly felt that they were not so embarrassed. Are you serious? Xiao Ba, Perona still asked a little uncertainly. Don't worry. Perona. We must believe in Xiao Ba. Did you forget the matter of killing countless sea kings just now? Robin also reminded him. Everyone also remembered that Xiao Ba just now came to the world like a demon, destroying the dead, killing countless giant sea kings, and immediately confident. Leopard Zhang took a sip of wine, looked at Lin Tien and the others and asked, I don't know what medicine they sell in the gourd, is it planning something? Hammond said indifferently. Anyway, it's all human cleverness, and everything you want to do is in vain. Then, Death God Lin Tien, are you willing to be present? Hammond asked. Lin Tien took a step forward, raised his head, staring at him with bright eyes, and said a word with a smile, get out. Asshole. If you dare to scold me, I'll be dead. The invitation of our new Murloc pirate group. Then you are the enemies of Murlocs, just sinful humans. It's a pity. This way I can't let it. You are here, you can sink here. Hammond was murderous. Sea lion. Hammond screamed or roared. The sea lion aggressively attacked Lin Tien's pirate ship, and was about to bite the bubbles outside the ship. I said go away. Lin Tien didn't do anything, just a look in his eyes scared the huge sea lion into a state of immobility. Sea lion. Come on, you fellow. Hammond found that the sea lion was not moving, and he didn't know what to do. Boss. Leave it to me. Xiao Ba jumped directly out of the ship and attacked the sea beasts at an extremely terrifying speed. Come on together, sea beasts, Hammond ordered. Several sea beasts under the new Murloc pirate group also launched an attack on the Reaper, with great momentum. 6 swords flow cut the water. Xiao Ba's speed reached the extreme in the water, and the 6 swords in his hand directly slashed out 6 sword auras. The 6 sword auras Xiao Ba cut out were all white. Xiao Ba is fast. The speed of these sword auras is faster. In a flash, they hit all the sea beasts. Oh. The sea beasts instantly rushed blood, and they were directly chopped down by Xiao Ba's 6 swords. What's going on? How can Xiao Ba be so strong? Hammond also directly escaped from the sea lion, and the leopard hiding, and Kasha Koba swam in the sea. This guy has played against me countless times before, and has never beaten me. Leopard Zhang was also extremely shocked when he looked at Xiao Ba. The sword of fierce poison. Leopard Zhang took a sip of wine in his mouth, and then took his sword to Zauba. Xiao Ba rushed directly to Lan Zhang. The 6 knives in his hand were as fast as lightning, and they were hit instantly. Lan Zhang. You. How did your knife change so fast? Lan Zhang vomited blood, turned his head and looked at Xiao Ba and said. Because you don't have a qualified captain. After Xiao Ba said these words, he cut at Leopard Zhang again. Leopard Zhang drank all the wine in one breath, drunk all over, and used his strongest move. 1,000 birds impact. Can I cut the steel? Sorry. I was able to cut the steel 2 years ago. Xiao Ba straightened out all 6 knives and cut off Leopard Zhang's knives. Leopard Zhang had fallen to the ground and passed out. Hammond. Xiao Ba also turned his head to see Hammond, and was about to slash him. Hammond still cursed arrogantly, "Traitor! He hurt the Murloc compatriots, watch me take you away." So he directly picked up the net gun and said, "Play the net." "Humph. Don't you give up." Xiao Ba directly chopped the net into pieces with the knife, and then rushed directly in front of him without giving Hammond a chance, directly. "Chun." Xiao Ba has already beheaded Hammond. Kashikoba was already scared and silly on the spot. Xiao Ba still didn't have the slightest politeness, and the knife fell with his hand, and he gave him a happy death. Then Xiao Ba also entered the death god. "Oh my god. Mina, your sword skills have increased a lot." Nuokagao also joked, "Haha, and the boss is far behind me." Xiao Ba also shook his head. Guina also looked at Xiao Ba with a smile and said, "Since you are so strong, let's discuss it someday." Xiao Ba looked at Dao Guina's face and knew that she had no good intentions, so she shook her head and refused. "Sister-in-law, do you want to beat you or find the boss?" Ji Yina looked at Lin Tian and said silently, "He still forgets, we don't necessarily beat him when we go together, he is a monster." Haha. The partners all laughed. Lin Tian looked at Xiao Ba and nodded and immediately joked, "Xiao Ba, not bad. There are 2 times, really, I have the opportunity to discuss with Ji Yina, and now your bounty is not much worse. Don't. I have a limit. I don't know how strong this guy's knife is. I don't know how the Revolutionary Army has trained her. Except for you, the captain, sister-in-law is the strongest. Just ranked 3rd, 4th, and humble, only to avoid being beaten by Guina. Don't ask my sister-in-law to go up, it's weird." Guina also persuaded Zhaobadao. "Okay, sister-in-law, I see, sister-in-law." Guina, Robin Perona and Nochigao laughed like a silver bell. With a relaxed and excited mood, the partners, led by Xiao Ba, safely sailed the ship into the entrance of the Dragon Palace Kingdom. Oh my god, it turned out to be a double-layer semicircular bubble film shield. Robin also said in surprise, "If we forcibly break in from the outside, the consequences will be unimaginable." Freud also reacted. Xiao Ba explained to the side, "Yes, if you try hard, the coating will automatically peel off and merge with the shield on the island, and some ships will fall to the ground in the air layer in the middle. Even if it succeeds in breaking through the shield, the invading ship will be washed away by the water in the shield. Fortunately, I have you, Mina," Nuokagao said. However, after a while, the boat finally stopped at the port in Fishman Island. "Little 8, it's okay to put the boat here, right?" Esbagu asked cautiously. After all, this ship still possesses the power of the 3 major weapons of Pluto. "No problem. Don't worry," Xiao Ba vowed. "This is the only way for the pirates to go to the New World. Anyone who can reach will put the pirate ship here. The pirates are all playing on the island. By the way, they wait for the record pointer to be fully stored." Robin asked. "You said a lot of pirate boats." Perona also hurriedly interjected. "But now, besides our ship, who else is there?" Xiao Ba looked around and explained with an awkward smile. "It was like this before, could it be that this port has been demolished?" What Lin Tian also showed a puzzled expression and said, "How does the demolition work on Little Octopus Island?" Xiao Ba replied puzzledly, "Boss, what do you say about the demolition office? This is the most famous port on Fishman Island. Now there is no one, it shouldn't be. Let me ask." Xiao Ba immediately asked a few soldiers from the Neptune Kingdom to inquire, and then came back. "My friends, I don't know why, no pirates have visited Murloc Island in this month. We are the first in a month." Xiao Ba said, "Ah, isn't the Fisherman Island going to the Xinjing Road?" Nuokagao also asked suspiciously. "It stands to reason that this should not be the case. There are also many places of interest here. It shouldn't be an exaggeration that there will be no visitors for a month." Robin also analyzed a wave. "I should know what's going on." Lin Tian is naturally the culprit who understands all these conspiracies. If you guessed it correctly, the pirates should have done it. They wandered outside the entrance to Fishman Island, and first asked if we wanted to join. When Lin Tian said this, the clever friends had already understood it instantly. Freud and Espagu first showed a suddenly realized expression. Espagu first said, "So, if you don't join them, they just sink the ship." People who didn't join them. It means they should be accumulating power. What conspiracy the new Murloc pirate group should be planning. Freud saw blood for a while and said that the partners also understood when they heard this. Finally, Lin Tian thought about it and stopped the Death God here. One, because even if someone got the Death God, he wouldn't be able to operate it. The second is that the Reaper's defensive power is extremely strong. Even if it is bombarded with cannons, it may not be able to blow up. You must know that the Grim Reaper is the world's top wood, the top craftsman, who spent the most Pele to make. How could it be destroyed so easily? Oh, don't worry. That's too much. Xiao Ba reorganized his mood and said to everyone, next, let's find a friend. All the friends also followed Xiao Ba with confidence. Lin Tian and his party did not expect that there are still taxis on the Fisherman Island, and there are also high speeds. This is a water channel made by a bubble craftsman, and the Murloc can directly shuttle through it. Xiao Ba also introduced. Let's go find her now. Let's take a taxi. Xiao Ba hit a taxi fish, but after a while, the group of people also arrived at a place full of coral reefs. It's so beautiful. The surrounding air is fresh, not only sunshine but also blue sky and white clouds, which makes people feel very comfortable. Lin Tian and his team looked at the countless mermaids around, and they all felt like they were in the kingdom of dreams. This is Mermaid Bay. She is in the coral reef apartment below. Oh, my friends, we will be back soon, and we will see it later. Xiao Ba also took his reluctant partners into the large apartment built on the coral reef. Boom boom boom. Xiao Ba knocked on the door. Coming. A green-haired mermaid opened the door. Wow. Zhaoba. Wow. Brother Lin Tian. You are all here. As expected by Lin Tian, Xiao Ba also took his friends to find Kemi. Kemi. The partners also chatted with Kemi. Brother Lin Tian, I still want to thank you so much, save my life. Kemi also thanked Lin Tian for a long time. It's okay. No matter how easy it is, it's all friends. Lin Tian also responded to the atmosphere. Everyone chatted for a long time, and at this moment, Lin Tian finally heard the system's task prompt. Congratulations to the host. You have entered the Fisherman Island. You have completed the main line level quest. Enter the new world by entering the Fisherman Island. You have won a second prize draw. Host. Would you like to draw a lottery? Lin Tian thought secretly. It's finally completed, it's really hard. Fortunately, there is no time limit for this task. Otherwise I guess I would have been abandoned by the system long ago. The system also replied, Host, please rest assured. The system is bound to you for life. Unless you encounter a special time-limited task, it will not cause any disadvantage to you. That's good. Lin Tian also let out a sigh of relief. May I ask if there is a lottery? The system also asked faithfully. By the way, it's a long time ago. I want to ask if I still have a Momo fruit ability card that I haven't used yet. Yes, you can accumulate it and exchange it for devil fruit, or directly exchange it for awakening points. Lin Tian asked unexpectedly, Can. System. How many awakening points can be exchanged for a Momo fruit? Lin Tian also asked curiously. Momo fruit can be exchanged for 2 awakening points. You currently have 0 awakening points, and you now have the ability of the 6 major fruits. Among them, the ability of shaking fruits has been awakened twice, and one can evolve into the ultimate awakening state. Then whether to exchange for Momo fruit or use Momo fruit. Lin Tian considered it for a while, and felt that Momo fruit was of little use to himself and his partners for the time being, and he directly chose to exchange it. System. Let's redeem it, but the Momo fruit is not weak. How can I redeem so few redemption points? Lin Tian asked with his lips curled. Host, you have already gained the awakening point by defeating the Momo fruit ability owner. Don't be greedy. The exchange system is just a subsystem. It's not bad to be able to exchange it. Lin Tian listened to the system to say that it was also psychological, and it was a lot of balance. Well, do you want to smoke the grade? It's mine if you smoke early or late anyway. Lin Tian started the silver turntable lottery directly in his mind. It's still that turntable, or that lottery draw method, so Lin Tian directly shouted, Start the lottery draw. After spinning for a while, Lin Tian called to stop. Stop. The turntable finally stopped slowly, and the pointer finally pointed to a row of small prints. This is. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the level reward. 10 demon fruit awakening points. Currently has 12 awakening points. Lin Tian is also a little speechless, but there is nothing to do, he can't always get a good draw. Hello host. Remind you. You now have 450 points of luck. There is no task right now, Lin Tian tried to ask the system. Hello host. There is currently no trigger task, please be patient. Lin Tian listened to the system and couldn't help it. At this time, Kemi also called Lin Tian for a long time, and then said, Brother Lin Tian. This is the girls' dormitory of Mermaid Cafe. Although the rent is cheap, there is no sunshine. If the guests are you, I think it will be more suitable for you. The residents. If you want to move on, the magnetic force will have to be stored for a while. Why don't I introduce you to a new friend? He will definitely be able to help you. No problem. Lin Tian readily agreed to Kemi. The partners also returned to the Mermaid Bay with talking and laughing. To see so many mermaids with my own eyes, I really feel like I have reached the kingdom of dreams. Freud couldn't help but said, "Oh, let's go quickly." Xiao Ba also directly pulled Freud away. The group of people also took a taxi with Kemi and went to the mermaid cafe where they worked as waiters. Entering the coffee shop, it is a huge mermaid, smoking bubble smoke. "Hello, Mrs. Xia Li." Kemi greeted respectfully, "You are the famous Lin." Madame Xia Li looked at Lin Tian and asked. "Yes, Mrs. Xia Li." Lin Tian looked at Xia Li and said, "What a big mermaid." Nuo sighed. "Don't be rude, this, Mrs. Xia Li." Kemi corrected. "Madame's ability to predict the future is very famous in this Coral Hill." Kemi said proudly. "Fortune-telling, I have long since stopped doing it." Mrs. Xia Li took a breath and vomited it out. "The future or something, I don't know better." Mrs. Xia Li closed her eyes, took a closer look at Lin Tian, then looked at Kemi and said, "Okay, Kemi, I will give you a day off today and take yours. Friends go to Fisherman Island for a stroll. I don't know why recently. There are no human pirates coming. Business is completely out of order. I am enough." Madame Xia Li shook her head and took another cigarette. "Ah. I suddenly forgot. I want to give him clams quickly." Kemi also immediately set off and walked to that friend with Lin Tian and his group. At this time, Lin Tian could probably guess who that friend was. "Kemi, is it possible that the friend you want to introduce is Sea Star Papago?" Xiao Ba also asked directly. "Yeah, Mina, he is in the most exclusive area of Fishman Island, on Chubali, and is now a world-renowned designer. I will brush a face and let him help you, hee. Kemi is also a person who knows how to report. In fact, it doesn't need to be so troublesome, we can live anywhere." The partners also persuaded Kemi, but Kemi must also let Lin Tian and his team enjoy a higher quality life. In the end, there was nothing to do, and they soon reached the most advanced celebrity street of Merman Island. "This is his shop," Kemi also introduced. Lin Tian also saw it. What he saw was a huge and magnificent building with Kemi's name on the front and a star in the middle. "Master Kemi, you are here, there are guests." A servant hurriedly informed his master. "Wow, Kemi, you are here." A handsome little starfish made its debut. This starfish is extremely fashionable, and wearing sunglasses, his 2 rows are already full of servant mermaids and murloc stewards. "Papagu, these are the benefactors who saved me. Thank you for saving Kemi. Thank you so much." Haixing also said domineeringly, "Don't thank your benefactor yet." The 2 sexy mermaid maids directed at Lin Tian neatly and said, "Thank you, benefactor." Lin Tian and the others, "Look, that's Papagu. Is it the super famous one? Great, is it me?" Countless hot and sexy mermaids passing by saw Papagu and were extremely excited. "This guy is so popular," Esbagu and Freud exclaimed. The starfish proudly smiled and said, "Ha ha ha, let's be surprised. Out of this sea, I am just a fashionable starfish, but on Fishman Island, I am the president and super popular of the Carry Prisoner brand company. Famous designer. Now this brand has a reputation all over the world. There are even branches in various countries. The first floor is a clothing store, let's go and check it out." Kemi directly ignored Papagu. Kemi, good drop." Lin Tian and his group swarmed into the clothing store on the first floor. The embarrassing Papago was left behind. "Oh my god. There are so many beautiful clothes, can it be cheaper?" Nuokagao has a great interest in clothes, and naturally he has a few clothes at a glance. Papagu said grandiosely, "Ha ha ha, take whatever you want, since you are Kemi's benefactor. Everything is free, take whatever you like." Really, Lin Tian and his group almost emptied the store without being polite. Papagu was also very atmospheric, didn't care about that much, and then directly let his partner stay in the super luxurious hotel near his home. "Boss. This is not much different from the presidential suite on our ship." Xiao Ba is also enjoying his face. Xiao Ba, who was born in Fishman Street, has not stayed in a star-rated hotel here. "Almost, our suite is also the world's top," Lin Tian also said. The partners were settled, and they hadn't received any task prompts yet, and Lin Tian also began to wander around. As a result, it seemed that someone deliberately ran into Lin Tian's body. The man fell over. "Oh my god, you dare to hit me." A yellow-haired mermaid pointed at Lin Tian and began to cry. "Come here. Someone hit someone." The yellow-haired mermaid started yelling, and the surrounding crowd gathered more and more. "Today, if you don't pay me a few million pele, don't want to leave." The yellow-haired mermaid pointed to Lin Tian with skill and said. Lin Tian was also dumbfounded for a while. Why does Fisherman Island still touch porcelain? Looking at the mermaid in front of him, Lin Tian couldn't laugh or cry. Do you know who I am? Lin Tian also asked. I don't care who you are, you have to pay if you hit someone. I already feel breathing hard. The celebrity fish continued to pretend, and various discussions began around him. Look, what's the matter with that person? I ran into someone looking serious, so I'm afraid I have to go to the hospital as soon as possible. Lin Tian saw through at a glance. This person belongs to the mermaid who specializes in touching porcelain humans. And many people who are inciting emotions and rhythms around are also invited by this mermaid. Lin Tian asked again. Are you sure you want me to give Bailey? Lin Tian persuaded again. Why don't you go? You still don't know who I am. I don't blame you, just leave now. Not only did the celebrity fish not retreat, but he pushed his nose to face, pointed at Lin Tian, and started crying. Oh. You guy. You are so vicious that you not only knocked me down, but also dare to use your identity to press me over. Who are you? Aren't you a human pirate? The celebrity fish has a little disdain, and looks like a serious racist. Lin Tian said calmly, I am Lin Tian. Who is Lin Tian? The celebrity fish is also extremely ignorant, and he has never heard Lin Tian's name in the material, so Lin Tian has a reason to do it. Sorry. What's the matter? At this moment, Sea Star Papagu and a group of partners came to the scene. Someone said I hit him and I was about to make a move. Lin Tian said straight after seeing his partner. Oh, boss, don't take action. The relationship between humans and murlocs is more sensitive. If you kill people here, you will intensify the conflict. Xiao Ba also persuaded. Yes, lil brother Lin Tian, take me. As the richest man on Murloc Island, Papagu naturally took over this mess. This is my eldest brother. You said my eldest brother hit someone. The people around Papagu recognized it. My god, that's Papagu. Famous designer or president, super rich. You are Mr. Papagu, this man is your eldest brother. The porcelain Murloc was also shocked from ear to ear. She didn't expect it to be true this time. Mentioned the iron plate. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this. Mr. Lin Tian to be your elder brother. How come you have such an elder brother? I have never heard of it. The porcelain mermaid is also more real. Papaku also angrily pointed at the mermaid who touched the porcelain and said, do you still want to live? This big brother is Lin Tian, the god of death who offers a reward of 4 billion Baileys. The onlookers around were also fried. He is Lin Tian, the super sea pirate god of death who currently offers a bounty only second to the 4 emperors. God. He is someone who can kill even the 3 big generals. This guy dared to touch the porcelain of such a vicious big pirate. Isn't he tired of his life? The discussion of the people around naturally fell in the ears of this mermaid. Oh my god. Touching the porcelain mermaid is also immediate. After reacting, he quickly apologized to Lin Tian. I am sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. Your lord has a lot, just forgive me. The mermaid who touched porcelain was too late to regret. Naturally, Lin Tian would not attach importance to a touch of porcelain. At this moment, 4 figures flew down in the sky. With these 4 figures, even Papagu was shocked and closed his mouth from ear to ear. Oh my god. This is how the sea god Neptune and the 3 princes came here. Papagu also said in surprise. This is the king of the Dragon Palace Kingdom. This is the first time I have seen it. Even Kemi was extremely excited. The king Neptune in front of him is riding a black whale with a red rosacea, an orange beard and eyebrows, and a large curly hair with a crown on his head. Following him were 3 princes. The 3 princes are Shark, Emperor and Rollover. Neptune also said in a casual way, you are Lin Tian and his party. What are you doing? Perona asked cautiously. I sincerely invite you. Go to Dragon Palace as a guest. King Neptune actually made a big gift and didn't scare Papaku to death. Go to Dragon Palace City as a guest. King Neptune and the 3 princes are all here. And also sincerely invited them to visit Dragon Palace City. As expected, their identity is extraordinary. Papaku also pushed his eyes and said, sweating profusely. Dragon Palace City, there is simply a holy land for the residents of our Dragon Palace Kingdom. It is the heavenly world that ordinary people are forbidden to enter. The so-called Dragon Palace. It is the royal palace of the Dragon Palace Kingdom, where the King Neptune, the 3 prince brothers and the mermaid princess live. Kemi snatched the conversation and Papagu cried and spit out. Kemi, you really snatched the conversation. Lin Tian didn't think so much, so he said, okay, let's go to Dragon Palace City to have a look. As long as you are friends, you can come. King Neptune is also a sincere invitation. In the end, Papagu, Kemi, and Lin Tian and the others, together with King Neptune, entered the Dragon Palace City. And the mermaid who touched the porcelain and his accomplices had been stunned on the spot, and their 3 views had been refreshed. He is a 4 billion big pirate. His little brother is the richest man of the Murlocs. Even the King Neptune and the third princess came to greet him personally. It's really blind. It's horrible. I almost died. The mermaid in China was so scared that they stopped washing their hands because of this incident. They felt that being alive was the most important thing. But how long it took everyone to reach the Dragon Palace city. Yes. It's me. Neptune said directly to the gatekeeper. This voice is His Majesty the King of the Kingdom. We will immediately descend the passage. The janitor finished speaking, and then lowered the passage. Because the castle is almost filled with seawater, you have to wear bubbles. King Neptune directly gave everyone a bubble coral. Everyone used the bubble coral and the bubble appeared. Everyone also put it on their heads. I remember that when I killed Aaron, I obtained aquatic art. It is said that I can breathe normally in the water and ignore the water pressure. If I have the opportunity, I will try it. Lin Tian thought about it for a long time, but chose to put on the bubble first. Everyone got the bubble, then walked through the passage, and arrived at Dragon Palace in a short while. The world in front of you can be described as shocking. The surrounding colorful corals, as well as schools of fish and turtles of various colors, are in front of a huge golden gate, and above the huge Dragon Palace, there is also a golden dragon. King Neptune is back. Where have you been? Open the door. Open the door. Welcome home, Your Majesty the King. Murloc soldiers stood in 2 rows, holding tridents in their hands, standing majestically. It's really shocking. Robin said, I am looking forward to it more and more. Perona also showed great interest. This is my castle. Let's relax, everyone. King Neptune said domineeringly. Really, Your Majesty. I went outside the city without regard to my own position. And I went to the sea without a guard. It's totally unreasonable. I can't stand it. I will pay attention to it in the future. King Neptune said in a disappointment. I was scolded and looked at him in amazement. If something happens, it will be over. What kind of situation is the country now? Do you understand it? Right, Minister. The seahorse mermaid taught King Neptune again for a long time. Minister Zuo is a catfish mermaid and also talked with the seahorse mermaid about King Neptune for a long time. At this moment, the system's voice sounded. Hello host. Trigger a new mission. Level side mission. Let the White Star Princess's favorability to you rise to 100. Mission reward. A lottery draw. Lin Tian also nodded, and left while everyone was not paying attention to a teleport. For a while, no one noticed Lin Tian disappearing. Lin Tian flew into a white hard shell tower and went all the way up, through the promenade, and finally passed a membrane barrier, and entered the interior of the tower. Then I saw a Murloc delivering food. Lin Dao, the mermaid princess, should be inside. There is a huge and strong gate outside the door, and there are various utensils on the door. This is Van der Deacon's fruit power. Lin Tian opened the door directly, and as expected, the mermaid princess was lying on the bed. The mermaid princess had pink hair, a cute face, a huge body, and a red fishtail. Princess White Star also cried when she saw it. You are here to take my life too. Come on, father and brother. Wow. Without a word, Princess White Star already started crying. A huge teardrop fell, and Lin Tian also hurriedly avoided. Seeing this scene, Lin Tian also said directly, Your name is Bai Xing, right? Princess White Star paused to cry, and asked, Who are you? Why do you know my name? You came here to take my life. Then Bai Xing began to cry again. Lin Tian looked at Bai Xing speechlessly, and for a while, there was no way. Suddenly, a huge axe flew in and flew straight towards Bai Xing. Seeing that the domineering look had long been caught, Lin Tian also instantaneously immediately blocked the sudden rosy axe attack with his body. He's so amazing, he used his body to resist an axe attack. Princess White Star also asked in surprise, Are you okay? The hardness of Lin Tian's body was already unimaginable, and as a result the giant axe smashed, but Lin Tian was not injured at all. Bai Xing looked at Lin Tian, who had carried an axe for himself, and his favorability had improved a lot. Congratulations to the host. Get the White Star favorability. 30 points. 100 points is the highest, you still need 70 points. After receiving the prompt from the system, Lin Tian felt that the axe just now was very worthwhile. Thank you. You can do this to save me. Princess White Star finally stopped crying. The man who threw the axe just now is Van der Deacon IX. Lin Tian asked. Bai Xing also sighed and said, Yeah. That guy has to marry me, and if he refuses, he will kill me. He is a demon fruit capable person with Baba fruit. No matter what he throws, he will fly to me in the end. That's why I am always staying. Hiding in the hard shell tower, not daring to go out. It's been several years. Well, do you want to see the outside world? Lin Tian asked with a smile. Of course I think, but the outside world is very dangerous. No matter what, I will be injured by Van der Dijk's attack. No, the outside world is wonderful. I can help you persuade her and let him die. Lin Tian is also confident. Is this real? Bai Xing was a little excited and said, sorry, I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Bai Xing and I am the fourth child of King Neptune. I am Lin Tian, a pirate, and King Neptune is inviting us to a banquet. Princess White Star heard the words and said, Lin Tian, you are a pirate, are you a bad guy? Lin Tian smiled and said, whether it is a bad person or a good person, it doesn't matter, as long as you are willing to believe that I am not malicious. Princess White Star also nodded and said, Lin Tian, you are right. Don't worry. I will do what I promise you. The sun, the moon, the stars, flowers, birds, fish and insects, desert forests, grassland glaciers, all kinds of animals, all kinds of humans, you can see it, as long as you are willing to believe me. Lin Tian also directly depicted a beautiful picture scroll on land. Princess White Star suddenly fell into a reverie. It's so wonderful. I really want to take a look. But, White Star. Lin Tian flew directly to Bai Xing's face, then touched Bai Xing's face and said, don't worry, leave it to me. Congratulations to the host. Get 10 points of favorability of the White Star. You now have 40 points of affection. Now the relationship has been upgraded to a friend. The White Star has regarded you as a friend. It is precious. Keep going. Bai Xing is really a simple little sister. Naturally, Lin Tian did what he said. In Lin Tian's heart, Van der Dijken was already on the list of kills. But a surprising thing happened. Not long ago, in the Mermaid Cafe. How is it possible? Why can't I help but see a scene like that when I did a fortune-telling for Lin Tian? What worries Madame Xia Li still happened? She saw the future because Lin Tian led to the destruction of the Fisherman Island. Since everyone knows the accuracy of Madame Xia Li's divination, Madame Xia Li's words also caused countless people to panic on the street. This incident soon caused an uproar, and it reached the ears of the ministers left and the ministers right in the Dragon Palace. The two ministers were still entertaining Lin Tian in the group, but they suddenly turned their faces. Come here. Catch all Lin Tian in the group. The ministers also ordered directly. What happened? Kemi and Papago were also taken aback, and hurriedly asked. Mrs. Xia Li predicted that Lin Tian would destroy the Murloc Island, so I had to take you to prison. The minister left and minister right were also indiscriminately preparing to capture Lin Tian and his gang. Where is Lin Tian? Everyone realized that Lin Tian was missing. What should I do next? Everyone also looked at Neptune for a while. Neptune also feels embarrassed. Mrs. Xia Li's predictions have always been very accurate, otherwise you will go to prison for a while and let me be quiet. Why is Neptune planning to attack us for an uncertain future? Freud also pushed his glasses and said earnestly. Don't these guys know how high our bounty is? Bagu also had no idea what happened. What about Mina now? Robin and Nuokagao also asked. Guina is ready to make a move. At important moments, I don't know where Lin Tian has gone. Perona also looked around and didn't see Lin Tian. Countless soldiers have surrounded Lin Tian and his group. Don't worry. These people are not my opponents at all. As a Murloc, Xiao Ba is naturally not afraid of the influence of water pressure and air. After 2 years of training with Lei Li Hell, his strength has also been qualitatively improved. Naturally, he does not pay attention to the soldiers in front of him. Quickly burst their bubble, so that we can have the advantage. As soon as Minister Zuo's voice fell, the soldiers raised the trident in their hands. It is a pity that Xiao Ba's speed is faster, and the Murloc soldiers' weapons were chopped off instantly after the 6 knives were cut. Nuokagao also found a huge bubble coral, and then wrapped all the surroundings in bubbles. So we can all do it. Nuokagao also smiled, sweeping the audience with his eyes. In less than half a minute, Lin Tian and his team resolved the battle. King Neptune, Minister Left and Minister Right, the third prince and all the soldiers were directly tied up with chains by Lin Tian and his group. Are we going too far? Papagu was also at a loss at this time. There is no way, you can't catch it with one's hands. Freud also analyzed. Let's find the captain. What to do has to listen to his command, Bagu, too. The record pointer is messy, I don't know what's going on. Nuokagao looked at the pointer in his wrist and was also at a loss. A simple pointer like yours is used by the world. Let go of us and we will tell you. Minister Right also said, Little 8. Prince Shark said, remember Shiping? What's wrong with Jinping boss? You said. Xiao Ba asked too. You arrested me, it's okay. I originally wanted to say it at the banquet. Now it's embarrassing to get to this point. I have to tell you now. Said the Prince Shark. The first sentence is for Lin Tian. Don't take action against Hody Jones. The second sentence is for you. He said he will wait for you in the sea forest. Hody Jones is the captain of the new Murloc pirates. Xiao Ba groaned. At this time, Lin Tian was with Princess White Star. Do you have a place you want to go now? Lin Tian asked Bai Xingdao. Bai Xing finally said, the forest of the sea. Then I started crying again. I can't go out so capriciously, there is my dream. Lin Tian looked at the crying Bai Xing and said, Bai Xing, don't cry anymore. I'm sorry. I finally got my courage. Please don't be angry with me. Bai Xing said with tears. Lin Tian shook his head. Why would I be mad at you? Hey, I have something again, here it is. Lin Tian felt countless weapons and smashed on the door of the hard shell tower, scaring Princess White Star to death. Lin Tian also hurriedly comforted. I have always wanted to go to the forest of the sea. I have always wanted to go there for the past few years, but everyone has told me that the outside of the tower is very dangerous, and I'm also afraid to go outside. Master Lin Tian, you will really take me there? Outside? Princess White Star asked. No problem, Bai Xing. Can you really protect me? No problem. I am very strong, Bai Xing. Lin Tian was not afraid that others would recognize the White Star, and directly used the group to teleport, and the White Star Princess, the pet shark Macarlo and herself were teleported out of the tower in an instant. Wow! What a magical ability is this? Outside the tower, Bai Xing saw the human pirate who had been knocked stunned except for the axe weapon on the door. It's terrible. Bai Xing was about to cry. Bai Xing. Look carefully, they are still alive. Lin Tian also noticed these pirates, already standing up. Really? Bai Xing also asked at a loss. Master Lin Tian. Why were they thrown by Van der Decken? They should not be able to invade the Dragon Palace with normal methods, so Van der Decken used the power of the Baba fruit to transport troops to the Dragon Palace. Lin Tian, who is familiar with the plot, also analyzed the wave. What are these pirates doing? Bai Xing asked in horror. Don't be afraid, Bai Xing, they should be threatened by others, and they have no choice but to invade the Dragon Palace. Lin Tian said that the direct domineering look broke out, and the group of pirates fainted in an instant. What did you do, Master Lin Tian? Bai Xing asked in surprise. Don't worry, I just let them sleep for a while. Hey, Master Lin Tian, why don't you humans need bubbles? Bai Xing asked in surprise as he watched Lin Tian still breathing normally in the sea. I'm special. Only then did Lin Tian know that the aquatic art obtained by killing along had already worked. Just point me where the sea forest is, Lin Tian also said simply. Shark Macarlo pointed in a direction, and Lin Tian naturally knew it. Teleport. After that, the convenience of using the instantaneous fruit ability to teleport outside of the Dragon Palace. At this time, outside of Dragon Palace City, there was a group of Murlocs riding sea beasts and marching towards Dragon Palace unkindly. The first Murloc was light blue skin, holding a red trident, wearing a pink cap, and wearing red short sleeves. He is the boss of the new Murloc pirate group, a Murloc named Hody Jones. At this moment, he said loudly, you all listen to me. Today is the anniversary of the unity of the will of the Fisherman Island, including the mermaid. If you keep the old and pedantic old ideas, you can't get together to change. Humans who can't even breathe in the sea. They are the lower races that should be ruled by us. Hody Jones incited the emotions at hand and won the cheers of his subordinates. The history that has been wrong so far. Let us fix it today. Today will be our wedding anniversary, White Star. A human with gloves on his right hand, yellow coat and yellow hat continued. Don't worry. The wedding is scheduled for tomorrow. This human is Van der Decken. At this time, he has already cooperated with Hody Jones and threw countless pirates into Dragon Palace. The Pirates of the Sun, that. The gang that once was an eye-catcher is not here. A new Murloc officer said. Only the sea god Neptune, and the three brothers of Shark, Emperor, and Carol Star. A cadre also said. Just suppress these 4 people. The Neptune army shouldn't worry about it. Another new Murloc cadre also said. I want to eat all their meat. The new Murloc pirate group cadre said arrogantly. If you see Lin Tian and the others, you will definitely kill them. Including the bastard Zauba. Those guys seem to have killed our compatriots. Can you hear me clearly? Let's start. Let's go to capture the main areas. From today, the Dragon Palace Kingdom will be destroyed. The ruler of the sea has become us. Cheers around. Finally, the new Murloc pirate group began to launch against the Dragon Palace Kingdom. Attack. However, there was a one-sided battle inside the palace. In order to survive, we must open the gate of the palace anyway. A group of pirates with scarred and dizzy heads forcibly entered the palace. Is there a pirate here at this time? Xiao Ba is also very puzzled. It looks like I was seriously injured. Freud also saw at a glance that these pirates were seriously injured. Are you still fighting stubbornly? The human pirates were also embarrassed to find their place, and when they raised their weapons, they hacked at Lin Tian's friends. However, within 15 seconds, he was instantly knocked down by Lin Tian's friends. What happened to these guys one by one? Esbagu couldn't help but said. It seems that there is no head at all. How many pirates enter the Dragon Palace? Perona also complained. Regardless of, we'll cut down as many as we come. Guina also said mercilessly. Since the other party has come to provoke himself, we can only accompany you to the end. Xiao Ba is also majestic and drew out 6 more knives. The switch of the communication channel. Don't turn on that. We all have to kill them and kill them. Kill them. This group of pirates suddenly and desperately launched an attack on Lin Tian and the others. Coming. Nuoji gave a loud shout, and then directly used the power of the rustling fruit. Erosion reincarnation. The ground all around. There was a dry crack, and the human pirate was sucked up as soon as it touched. Armed color. Freud and Esbagu directly covered their hands with armed colors, and instantly knocked down countless human pirates. This is the end of the matter, there is no way. Negative ghost. Perona also released her old tricks. The ghost passed through the bodies of the pirates. In an instant, the pirates squatted and said sadly, I shouldn't be a human in this life, I should be a salted fish. Guina didn't even pull out the sword, and knocked down countless pirates. Xiao Ba was even more polite. At the same time, he waved the 6 knives in his hand, and easily chopped down many pirates. Robin also used the power of flowers and fruits to directly lock the throats of a group of pirates surrounding her. It was almost a one-sided situation, and all the human pirates were defeated. Quick. Go and see if there is anything wrong with my daughter, Princess White Star. King Neptune's love daughter eagerly asked Lin Tian and the others directly. Your Majesty, won't you expose the existence of the princess in this way? The minister also persuaded. I can't control that much. Go and take a look. My daughter is in a hard-shell tower not far away. King Neptune asked for a long time. In the end, Lin Tian and the group reluctantly agreed. Freud went to look for it for a long time, but they did not find the White Star Princess. Your Majesty. I really didn't find it. Freud also explained it for a long time. That guy never goes out. How come he disappeared this time? Could it be Lin Tian? King Neptune cried directly. It made Lin Tian and the others look embarrassed. No one noticed that a human being desperately opened the communication channel. It seems that those human pirates did a good job. Horty Jones and Van der Decken also entered the main gate of the Dragon Palace Kingdom with their own men. There is an intruder. The Tide Murloc also hurriedly shouted. Horty Jones easily entered the Dragon Palace. Why did you guys come in? The Minister of Seahorse asked. Why did you fight like this when you were going to come in? But why are King Neptune and the soldiers tied up? Van der Decken also led his men into the palace. The Murloc pirate and the human pirate joined forces and entered the palace aggressively. I didn't expect to prepare such a big gift for us, it's amazing. Horty Jones also thought that all this was done by a human pirate. That. Man is that face, could it be that? The ministers of Neptune said in surprise. That. The hateful Van der Decken finally showed up. And that guy is Horty Jones on Murloc Street. What does he want to do here again? The secretary of the Seahorse is also unknown. Horty guy, King Neptune couldn't remember who he was in front of him. He was an excellent soldier belonging to our army. The secretary of the Seahorse explained. Okay. Horty Jones smiled and said, is this a trap? Horty Jones also saw Lin Tian and his group at a glance, especially Xiao Ba. Hey, it's really interesting. Do you come and die one by one? Guina also looked at Horty Jones and said calmly. Who are you guys? Perona with her hands on her waist was like an anti-going woman. Hey. Octopus, did you collude with them before you let them in? The catfish minister asked. I said. You are here to entertain us, we will come in. Esbagu said. Who are those people who seem to be ill-intentioned? Nuokagao asked too. Hey, at least give us the weapon. Please. Let's fight. The Murloc soldiers also eagerly pleaded when they saw an intruder. Van der Decken. King Neptune said, if you show up, I don't have to doubt anything. The criminal must be you. Give me my daughter back. Van der Decken looked dumbfounded and laughed loudly. If you haven't married me yet, let me be too impatient, father-in-law. Don't call me father-in-law. Where did you take Bai Xing to her, is she okay? King Neptune also responded angrily. Van der Decken was stunned again. What do you mean by that, as if the princess didn't know where he went? Huh. Stop pretending to be garlic. Why did Bai Xing suddenly disappear from the room? King Neptune asked. What, my white star has disappeared? Van der Decken was also unbelievably anxious. That is my daughter. King Neptune was almost out of breath. The seahorse minister hurriedly persuaded, Your Majesty Neptune, don't pay attention to the man's crazy words. Hody Jones knocked the trident to the ground and said, Calm down, Deacon. Then he caught the human pirate and said, Look, the humans who threw at the mermaid princess all arrived safely. At least it proves that the White Star Princess was here at that time. Besides, no matter if they say it is true or false, you have a way to know her position. Hody Jones also looked at Van der Dyke's gloved right hand. What do you mean? Freud and Esbaku did not understand either. You're right. Hoodie. Your brains are so good, it must be so. Van der Decken immediately turned and walked out of the palace, then made a bubble for himself using the bubble coral, threw the coral into the sea, and then the coral flew out. It didn't even fly to the hard shell tower. If anyone dares to break the love between us two, it is a dead end. Yahoo. If you want to be someone else's person, then you'd better die with blood, Bai Xing. Van der Decken also flew towards Princess White Star on the broken coral. Wow, Van der Decken is chasing the White Star. King Neptune in the palace actually cried directly. Please. You want to give it? I beg you to chase Decken. King Neptune also directly asked Torlin Tien and his group. Regardless of is it gold and silver treasure, or the life of a soldier, give everything you want. King Neptune obviously loved his princess very much. Hey, King. The ministers were astonished. Bai Xing will be caught by that guy. My Bai Xing, wow. King Neptune started crying again. Haha. This is really embarrassing. Neptune. I didn't expect that Lin Tian, who has a close relationship with us, would help us capture Dragon Palace City. You think it's Uncle? Hody Jones also looked directly at Octopus Xiaohachi. Uncle Eighth, are you so old? Haha. Nuokagao also laughed directly. The friends also laughed when they heard this name. Xiao Ba suddenly became a little embarrassed, even Hody Jones felt a little inexplicable. Hody Jones, the boss of the new Murloc pirate group. He is the one who inherited Aaron's will. Xiao Ba also explained. Okay. Nuokagao also saw Aaron's logo on Hody Jones, and he also remembered the terrifying Murloc Aaron who had been in Kokoyashi village at that time. Hody. What on earth do you want to do? Xiao Ba also frowned and asked directly. Haha. Uncle Eighth, I advise you to be more nosy. I am different from you. I want to destroy the Murloc Island. On the contrary, I was once a Murloc and became a member of the human pirate group, Murloc Trader. Hody Jones is obviously not afraid of Xiao Ba at all. Don't be kidding. You are a Murloc. Why do you want to destroy the Murloc Island? Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate my current pirate group. Don't underestimate it, my current boss Lin Tian. Xiao Ba said confidently. Hody Jones arrogantly persuaded Zhaoba, Uncle 8. Seeing that you were once a cadre of the Aaron pirates I admired, I can let you go. But you are too timid. I didn't expect it. In order to survive, I actually joined the human pirate group, and now it is time for generations to change. In order for mankind to understand our greatness, we must first occupy the Fisherman Island. King Neptune will only get in the way. Only as fish people are the supreme race. Didn't you teach me as the Aaron pirate group? But Captain Aaron failed, Xiao Ba shouted. I really admire Aaron's ambition and execution ability. But at the same time he is too rough. Lack of precision. When you are rampant at sea, we are just a group of children who are not even qualified to be pirates. The group of has grown up and gathered here, so we have everything ready and will not repeat the same mistakes. And I am the man who inherited Aaron's ambition. You used to be a member of the pirate group I admired. I didn't expect that you would actually spit against my plan. Isn't it very disappointing, Uncle? Now is a good opportunity to avenge Aaron. Don't you have no idea at all? Hody Jones also looked at Xiao Ba without any scruples. However, Xiao Ba sneered at Hody Jones. The strength of Xiao Ba now far exceeds that of Aaron at that time. Xiao Ba's beliefs and ideals have also changed, so he said to Hody Jones. He treats me as a friend who used to be Aaron's. Lin Tian is my benefactor. He is also my partner. I don't allow you to say that about my friend. Today I want to completely crush Aaron's will. What a bastard. I have become partners with humans and I am completely disappointed in you. Hody Jones looked at Zhaoba and got angry. I heard that the Murloc Street is a little different. I didn't expect that you who belonged to the Neptune army, turned out to be the main culprit. Hody, you shameless fellow. Minister Hema also cursed. Haha, shame. Hody also looked at his accomplices, and they all laughed scornfully. That's when I am proud of the Neptune army. The reason why I joined the Neptune army before is just to learn combat techniques in actual combat.